So I could put it over there. That's funny. That's real funny. Let's make sure. Staying open. Whoa. Yeah. Bing. 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 Stream stable, I think. Yeah. What are we doing tonight? What's this game? Hello, people. Welcome back to another game and chill. Oh, I got a banana. Welcome, welcome back to another game and chill. I'm your host, Super Chat Marco. So, October is coming up, and I haven't really decided like what survival horror game that I want to play for October. I always do at least like 2 or 3 survival horror games for October. Maybe I'll put a poll up for some recommendations or something. I've been thinking about doing BioShock actually, but that would just be like one of 3. But I'll figure it out. I got time. We got time until like 2 days to October or something. But just to get myself warmed up, because I haven't played a survival horror game since Kuon, which is on the gaming channel. Like, comment, subscribe. I said, let me play one of these like weird indie horror games from Steam. And so this is I'm Not Human. And I really don't know what it's about. Apparently, like, I got a vague idea. Like, apparently, like, somebody comes to your house and you got to be able to tell if they're human or not. And I'm assuming that if you let the wrong one in, they're going to eat your face. So that's what we're doing tonight. Welcome, people. I thought this was going to be some crazy reveal that Chad Marco was a. That's why I didn't put Game and Chill up there. I was like, oh, the title in of itself is going to. It's going to shock people. I knew that motherfucker was an alien. Nope. I'm a human being. I'm not a reptilian humanoid, as David Icke would say. Cat, welcome. You like this? So you played this game? So we got somebody that knows of it. This is my first time playing it. How's Wade Slaving going, Marco? Are you tired of it yet? Nope, not yet. Nah. It's wage slaving is fine. It's life is all about balance, you know. And so with wage slaving, you know, you give up time, but you gain money. And I feel like with everything that I've gained from wage slaving, it's been worth it overall. But it is a cost, and the biggest cost is the way it can eat up your time. But because I have an easy job that doesn't require me to deal with difficult people, I think that's why it's very bearable. But you know, it's certain, like, you know, you gotta appreciate certain things. I don't know. I'm not gonna do it. I was gonna do something, but I always told myself I would never do that. But let's just say that I'm benefiting. Yeah, I'll put it like that. I'm benefiting, and we'll leave it at that. Uranius Santos, welcome. You know of this game? I'm losing weight in boxing, going to use my physical stats. I got to get a girl to let me smash for free or the low. Nah, I feel you. I feel you. You know, I was talking about, you know, in that last video, keeping the gooner thoughts at bay at the gym. And the last tip was just reminding yourself that you can buy pussy, even if you're not, you know, willing to do that or gonna do that, like me, and I'm sure some of you guys. But that's part of the reason why, though, why I don't want to buy pussy. I feel like there's a certain sense of accomplishment about, you know, getting a girl that actually likes you and wants to have sex with you without you having to basically give her PS5 money. All right, we're gonna jump into this. Let's look at the settings. All right, let's go. Ooh. Oh boy, somebody took a picture of a Russian neighborhood. Aren't you tired of staying at home? Yeah, I remember. Oh Lord. Is this me? Am I this guy? We went to the beach and died, but it was way too hot yesterday, so we took off early. Oh, this is a cat guy? Yeah, we're getting her ready for school. I don't think any of these people are human. They all look weird. She doesn't want to go, but what can you do, right? I'll drop by later tonight. Oh shit, I didn't expect to be able to walk around. Better not go in there right now. I'll check during the day. It's your house, nigga. You can't go in the room. Kombucha saves the game. This save persists even after your current playthrough ends. My favorite drink, makes me feel good. Kombucha. I think I've had kombucha. Okay, yeah, now this is more what I was expecting, just straight up point and click shit. I hate sleeping by the nightstand. Too many bad memories. I opened that damn door. I don't look that way, not anymore. I can't sleep now. What if someone comes here looking for shelter? What the fuck? What you mean comes looking for shelter? What type of house you got? Can't nobody just knock on my door and be like, I need shelter. I'm like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. I need shelter. I wouldn't open the door. I remember one of my neighbors came knocking on the door and I did not open that shit. I didn't know he was a neighbor though. That was the thing about it. He was looking for his daughter, which sounds weird. Phone use. Okay, might need to call the cops. Smoke. Who the hell is that ugly bitch? Okay. Hey neighbor, long time no see. How's life? Fine. So let me level with you. I came over for a reason. I've been getting a little worried about you. Something real bad seems to be headed our way. I just got off the phone with my cousin. She told me the news is saying something weird is going on with the sun. It also said there are people coming up from underground. They're calling them visitors for whatever reason. Creepy stuff, huh? I sure hope it's not true. Visitors. Yeah, that's what they're calling the people from underground. God knows why they're calling them that. I guess it's because they're visitors to Earth or the surface at least. Or maybe it's because they're going around trying to get into people's houses. My cousin told me that being home alone is dangerous, so I came over to make sure you don't end up hurt or worse. How are your wife and daughter holding up? Don't worry about my family. A good friend of mine is staying with us right now. He's looking after them while I'm here. Great. Let's continue this conversation in the morning then. I'll see you in the kitchen when you wake up. See you in the morning. Looks like no one else is coming tonight. Oh, great. This is kind of comfy. I like this. So I'm in the house and I just got to make sure I don't let a mutant into the home. That's easy, bro. I loved working at Amazon for the community. Hated the hours. So you're saying that you like the people, but you hated the long hours. Yeah, my job, it fluctuates. It's like I'm there, like the length of time I'm there is based on like how much help we have, basically. Oh, so I can go, okay, breaking news. At 6:28 today, there was a powerful emission of energy from the sun. This burst of energy was far larger than scientists had predicted. He got some, dude, there's some weird people. Everybody look weird. As a result, temperatures outside have reached critical levels. The government has since declared a state of emergency. We ask that viewers refrain from going outside during the day. Up next, something lighter. I like this music and the vibe of this game, though. If I was an alien, a perfect imitation, how would you be able to tell? I'm thinking about Keith David from the thing. I just watched that actually. If you ever quit, try to collect unemployment. Wage slave is like an endless treadmill. And once you hop off it, you end up back at square one, poor and older and more used up. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. That's why you got to try to get something out of it while you're there, you know? Don't go spending all the money you made. That's for damn sure. To catch a signal, turn the right knob. To do this, left click and hold on the right knob and move your cursor left or right. The knob for adjusting the volume is on the left. If you still can't get a signal, try changing the wave range. To do this, left click on the handles in the middle and continue searching for the wave you need with the right knob. Huh? Turn the right knob. Left click and hold on the right knob. Okay, I think I get it. This is the emergency services dispatch. How can I help you? People, they're burning. Can you describe what you're seeing? Hold up, can you describe what the fuck? What you're seeing? Is there a fire? No, it's the sun. Do not leave the house until dark. No, that guy haunts the streets at night. The pale one. He's not human. Oh shit. Looks like I won't be picking up any more radio broadcasts today. The pale one. Oh boy. I'm afraid looking out right now would make me go blind. I better take a peek at night. Okay, that makes sense. Loneliness and isolation. Why would you put a poster like that up on the wall? Black Sail, what up? You inspired me to make a virgin YouTube channel, Chad. This is Red Knight. My new name is Black Sail. You were a black guy the whole time? I guess I should have known. The incel epidemic is even affecting the black community now. This is very concerning. We're supposed to be naturals. Honestly, I'm better off being alone. You can even talk out loud to yourself. Did he say that? Is that what he's saying to himself? I ain't gonna lie though, like that's one of the things I like about being by myself. Like when I can just talk out, like I talk to myself all the time. But when you're alone, you can talk to yourself like out loud. Now, I guess you can do that around people, but then you'll look like a fucking maniac. There was this one guy I worked with. He used to talk to himself, and he creeped out everybody at the job. He ended up getting fired pretty quick. He was like creepy as hell, bro. Like honestly, he might be one of these goddamn visitors from this game. That was a weird motherfucker. I'm glad he didn't stay there long. I kept my knife on me when that nigga was working there. One of those magazines where you got to find a certain person in the crowd. Must be annoying. Wish people would just leave me alone already. What? Wait, why would you say that? What does a magazine have to do with people leaving you alone? Beer day one. Oh, kitchen. What this nigga doing in my house? Bro, what is this dude doing in my house? I never let this dude in. Hell no, bro. Who is this? Bro. I've never just woke up and was like, oh, homeboys in the kitchen. I ain't never. Bro, that's crazy. Already, bro, you got to get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the stepping. Get the stepping, Martin. Grandma crammed every cabinet full of dishes, only pulled out the fancy set for holidays. Now, who the hell needs it? Bro, what you doing here, bro, dog? So it's all true after all. Well, then everything I said made sense. But if he's here during the day, then he must be a human, right? Well, then everything I said makes sense. Don't go outside during the day, and you have to remember to wait. Don't go outside. Then how was he here? If he was, that means he came in at night, so he and you have to remember to let other people in. Why would I let strangers into my house? I know you prefer to keep your distance from people, but you have to. I feel like this game is kind of about me. I can kind of relate to this guy. He seems like he enjoys his isolation, his solitude, because I do as well. My cousin doesn't know for sure why we can't just bunker down by ourselves, but she mentioned that if anyone comes and asks if you're alone, say no and tell them someone's in the house with you. Why do I need to have other people with me? The people you let inside might bring something useful or share some interesting information. Just don't forget to test them for signs of being a visitor. You won't have much energy during the day with this heat. So choose who you want to test carefully. You'll have to take a real close look. It's strenuous, draining work. But don't worry about chatting with people. That won't take up any energy, so talk as much as you like. And be sure to look out your windows. TV's great and all, but there's no better source of info than your own two eyes. What do we need to do? I'm afraid all we can do now is try to survive and hope this nightmare ends soon. I'm sure the government will help us somehow. Maybe they'll lead everyone to shelter or something like that. If they do, stick together with me and my family. All right, that's it for me. All right, almost forgot. I'm heading back home tomorrow night. Write down my number. They just set up the line over there. Do I really need to write this down? Cause it seems like one of those weird games that if you don't write it down, you're fucked. I don't keep paper around here. What's this? Oh, okay. This is where I write my studio notes. Okay, we got a little paper. All right, maybe I'll need this. I'll keep it close by. So we got. What happened to 555? I thought that was the standard. 7366. For y'all got 6 numbers in y'all telephone numbers? Y'all some fucking weirdos. I think the twist is that we're the aliens, because I ain't never heard of people who got 6 numbers for a phone. Is that what they do in Russia? Is this Russia? He looks Russian. Okay, now that's really it. Crack a beer and get some sleep. Okay. Let me talk to you guys for a little bit. I had homeless people with suitcases knocking at my door. They even tried walking in. Had to put hands on them and say, no, you got the wrong place. See, we never had to deal with no shit like this. You live alone in a house in the middle of nowhere. It seems kind of comfy, but of course, under these circumstances, it wouldn't be very fun. Just go to Colombia. I saw a few black guy streamers do it. They just talk using Google Translate. They're having fun out there. $50 can take you a long way out there, I bet. Kimosabi, welcome to the stream. Basically passport broing. It ain't nothing wrong with that. You're just putting yourself in an environment where you have more value. People talk a lot of shit about it, but it's just smart. It's just basic economics, bro. Put yourself in an environment where you have more value. You know? I brought you a case of beer. My brother-in-law works at the brewery. Not one back before you hit the hay. It'll make you really sleepy if you ever feel like you've had enough conversation for one day. Drink a beer, relax. World's going to shit, but a cold beer still hits right. So the beer might be. He had a roach in his refrigerator. I think the beer might be your way of basically passing the time. I think that's like, yeah, it's just your way to pass time a little bit. Well, I hope somebody bring a gun over here. He said back then when I'm gone, you decide if you want to open that box or not. Been deciding for 15 years, still can't make up my mind. Entrance, okay. Let's make sure I got it. I know, okay. Oh. Window to another room. People used to do that to save electricity. So the light from one room spills into the other. They then sealed it up, but only on one side. All right, so let's go ahead and drink that beer. I just don't like the fact this dude came up in my shit, bruh. I should go to bed. Yeah, and so I think that those little things in the left-hand corner, the upper left-hand corner must represent your energy. And you have to be depleted in order to go to sleep. You see ballerinas dancing gracefully, crossing the stage in strong but delicate steps. Despite the elegance, the dance evokes anxious thoughts. If only someone could just explain what's going on. Dude, it's ballerinas, bro. Okay. All right. What's going on? Somebody at the door! No! Leave me alone. Oh, no. I'm already terrified. Shit. Can I look out the window? You see a few teenagers hanging out in the yard. They're sitting around without a care in the world, chatting about something. They pay you no mind. Well, I mean, if there are teenagers in the backyard, then whoever's in the front yard must be safe, right? In the distance, you spot a house of your neighbor who's currently visiting you. Light blazes through the windows, and it seems like his family is waiting for him to come back home. Also, he's still here? Well, look, I know I've been talking a lot of shit about him just running up in my house, but if he is a human, then he's a good friend. Because I wouldn't do that. Oh, hell no, man. What the hell? You don't get the fuck away from my house? Is my daddy here? Can you get him for me? I was okay before, but I'm really scared now. There are lots of strange people out here tonight. Tell me something about your dad. I know a lot about him. He's my daddy after all. I know that he likes to drink a little beer before he goes out. When he does go out, he always leaves me yummy lunch and dinner and juice. But today I tried some of that beer stuff. Blah, it was so gross. Why would anyone drink that when they could just have juice? Please don't tell him I did that. How'd you get here in one piece? I don't know. Everything feels like it's opposite day now. People stay at home and sleep during the day, then go out and do stuff at night. I'm still scared of the dark, but maybe there's nothing to be afraid of. Or is there? I'll get your dad for you. Good luck. Thanks, you too. I want to go home and scare you out here. We're going to play a new game Daddy made up for me. You have to roll dice, and then you move stuff around like the armchair or the couch. You have to build a big pile near the door to win. I'll show you how to play another time. Bye. So that was her. Okay. Hell no, bruh. What? I was taking shelter at a bar down the road, but they kicked me out just like that. Why? I guess not everyone there found my personality particularly palatable. But I don't mean anyone any harm. Don't worry. Life is shitty sometimes, you know? So what do you say? My good man, can I come in? You're not a visitor, are you? Do I look like one of those monsters? No, I'm not a visitor. And you're never going to get a straight fucking answer asking that directly anyway. I guess things here won't be any different from the bar. Why did they kick you out of your previous shelter? I considered saying something rude just now, but thought better of it. I told you already, someone there didn't like me. God knows who it was. Now that I think about it, maybe it's a good thing they tossed me out. They could have eaten me alive back there and no one would have fucking noticed. Yeah, like, is there any way I can, like, examine him? Like, do I strip search him or pat him down? I don't know. Like, what? You should leave. I understand your reasoning, but it still pisses me off. You're just as cowardly as everyone else in this town. Sleep well, my good man, and fuck you. You know what, though? Fuck him. Yeah, I don't care if you're a human or not. Oh, my God. This dude, they need to stop this hunchback ass bitch. Oh, no. Sorry to bother you so late. It was just so hot out today, and the TV said we shouldn't go out in the sun, so could you maybe find some space for me? Who are you? I lived out near the dude. I feel like me playing this game ain't letting nobody in the house. The asphalt over there is heating up pretty bad, as you can imagine. I actually worked the register at a local store at one point. I mean, I don't anymore. They fired me. I've always had bad luck with work. What will you do now? Try to survive somehow. It's freaky out here with these visitors everywhere and the sun roasting everything. But I really like to live. Aren't you scared? Tell me it'll all be over soon, please. You should leave. Okay, I get it. Thanks for hearing me out anyway. Clearly I should go then. Bye. Yeah, bye. Okay. Hey, you on the other side of the door. Can I hear you? I can hear your footsteps. Mind if I crash here for tonight? Why are you so cheerful? What's with your face? Looks fine to me. Oh, you mean why am I smiling? Yeah, I haven't seen anyone smile in a while either. Fears made people forget what joy even feels like. Despair blinds us to what little good is still left in the world. So, what's there to be happy about? There's plenty of reasons, but I can't tell you what should make you happy. What did you used to love doing before all this happened? Try to remember what brought you joy. We can't allow ourselves to wallow in despair, now more than ever. He seems like a nice guy. You should leave. If you focus on it too much, it'll start eating you alive. And from there, well, things can get real dark real fast. Take care of yourself, all right? All right. That was an eventful night. I saw no reason to let anybody in, bro. They were all weird. Okay, those kids are still back there. Okay. So far, I like this game. It's pretty damn creepy, man. Oh man, Chad, this game is low-key gonna leave you tweaking. Make sure you're not getting any visitors soon. I love beer. Oh, I'm not a drinker, cat, but you do you. I thought living in the middle of nowhere would be cool, but out there you can attract a lot of weird people and maybe get abducted by aliens. And you know, I've been reading like one of David Icke's more weirder books where he's talking about like reptilians that can like reptilian humanoids from the fourth dimension, alien abductions, and people living underground. It's just super weird, bro. So this is the perfect time for you to play some crazy shit like this. This is the perfect time. Now, I've always been someone that's never really believed in any sort of like alien abductions or anything like that. But that book kind of got me wanting to research it more. The dude with the hat reminds me of Chad. I agree. Hey, man, like, what are you worried about? Why are you wallowing in despair? Let me in. Oh, man. Yeah, nobody's getting in here, bro. Let me go to sleep. I hope I don't wake up dead. Good afternoon. Here's the news. The sun's activity rises steadily as crime levels also reach a new high. According to recent data, the number of murders over the last few nights hasn't surpassed average figures. Experts suspect this is related to society's ever-growing anxiety surrounding the visitors. And now, over to just a moment. Our studio has just received an urgent transmission regarding contact with a phenomenon we are calling the visitors. Eyewitnesses' accounts describe them as creatures that can imitate the appearance and behavior of humans. You don't say. Avoid contact at all costs. In one case, a visitor was able to be identified with one telltale sign: perfect white teeth. Our early reports seem to back this up. So is this gonna kind of be like Papers, Please? Where they give you certain things to, I think it's Papers, Please, right? Where they give you certain things to look out for when you're looking at people's identification papers, and you got to catch every little detail in order to not let the wrong people through the, it was a checkpoint or something like that. Our early reports seem to back this up. Sources say they encounter an unhoused person with perfect white teeth who later turned out to be a visitor. I wonder who maybe that smiling guy from last night. But I don't remember what his teeth look like. That's all for now. Stay calm and don't leave the house during the day. Up next, more weather updates. But first, a message from our sponsors. The whole aesthetic of this game, I gotta say, I love it. Like, everything about it is kind of weird, and that's what makes it hard to know who to trust or not. Cause look at this, look at this weirdo here on this television program. Like, he looks like he could be a damn visitor. Like, everything is kind of strange, and that's what makes it hard to identify, you know, what's really out of the ordinary. Because everything is kind of out of the ordinary in this game. Buying groceries used to mean trudging down to the store. But with Forest, you can get everything you need just by picking up the phone. Just call. Oh yeah, in fact, I better write what the number is for. So for the first number, I'm gonna put friend with beer. And then for rest, hold on. Let me see. 6 4. Oh yeah, I went to see him this weekend. I watched The Strangers Chapter 2 on Friday, and I saw him Saturday night. I'm thinking about doing a review for him. Kind of an interesting movie. For rest. Okay. For rest, delicious relaxation right at home. Good afternoon. Here's the weather forecast. A warm front is pushing into our region, bringing with it a heat that will likely break all previous records. Meteorologists tell us to expect even higher temperatures over the coming week. With the sun's increased activity, we can also expect stronger UV rays. For your safety, please abstain from sunbathing, as high temperatures could also significantly increase the risk of sunstroke. It's not known for certain at this stage whether being in the sun alone can negatively affect your health. But to prevent third-degree burns, please refrain from venturing outside. Unfortunately, sunscreen of all factors will no longer protect you. That's the latest for now. Damn. I don't look that way, not anymore. Okay. All right. Radio. I forgot to use the damn radio. Damn. I don't know. I can't catch anything. I mean, this could save my life later on. Damn it. Put down. Do. I don't know. Maybe it's nothing. Wait, what's that? What's that button down there? Oh, I heard something. Damn. But please don't send anything other than eyes. Shit. So it's like I think there's a button that you got to press to like change something that makes it easier to. I don't know. It's a button down there though that started to make it clear up. I didn't realize that though. Oh, that's why he said that Honestly, I'm better off because he was looking at the girl in the picture. I see. All right, I didn't even catch that. So what is this? Cucumber Day too. Oh, old dude ain't here. Fantastic. Okay. All right, I'm just checking everything. Oh, I need to check myself. I look normal. Teeth. Shit, white. Smokers would kill for these. But why would checking myself help? Oh, okay. So they write the numbers down for you. I got it. Okay, I'm sitting here. I'm doing all this extra shit. Let me see what the Forest thing is. 646191. Oh. Would you like to place an order? 2 cans of Energeca, coffee. Coffee. Thank you. Your order has been accepted. Please expect your delivery tomorrow night. Okay. Should I call the neighbor? Well, he always checked up on me, so I'm gonna check up on him. Hey neighbor, good to hear from you. So you let a couple people in yet? If not, then you really should start thinking about it. Got any questions? You taking people in too? My daughter really doesn't like it, but what can I do? There's no other way. She keeps begging me to take her outside just to get away from all the strangers in the house. No, but daytime's not an option, so we go for walks at night. Dangerous, I know, but what else can I do? How many signs does it take to tell if someone's a visitor? If only I knew. Nobody really knows how many signs it takes to be sure. I say it's probably best to not jump to conclusions though. Maybe they just went to the dentist before everything went to hell. Got any questions? All right, food. I got lucky, stocked up ahead of time. If I remember right, you did too. But if you want something special, there's that food delivery service for rest. Don't know their number, but you'll catch it on the TV or radio ads. All right. Is that me? Who is that? That's an ugly motherfucker. All right. So I think that's it. That's all I got for today. So let's get drunk and hang it up. Do I get to level up? Like, does my energy level up? All right, that's it. I'm going to sleep. I don't believe in aliens much either, but just because you don't believe doesn't mean they don't exist. Exactly. I mean, really, technically, we're aliens too. That's why I'm like, why be afraid of aliens? Like, if there's life, if there's other life, and that's another thing too. Like, just the sheer size of the galaxy and the universe, it's not a stretch to think that there could be life outside of planet Earth. But what's funny is that to them, we're aliens. So it's like, I'm an alien, actually. So great. I'm an alien to somebody. We're all aliens to somebody. So can't we all just get along? Wait a minute. Before I open that or check the door, the bodies of the teenagers are lying on the ground. Someone killed them. It appears to have happened recently. The blood still hasn't dried. So it must have been somebody tonight. You see your neighbor and his daughter through the window. They're playing happily, trying to forget about the ongoing horrors, if only for a moment. Yo, that's crazy. So somebody must have just killed them. So I think last night, I probably could have let everybody in. Hi, for rest delivery here. No, he said tomorrow night. Didn't think deliveries were still running. You know, I didn't expect people to skip stocking up before the end of the world. Apocalypse or not, guess folks still got to eat lunch. Deliveries might pay pretty well right now, but the risk is huge no matter how you slice it. But this damn sun, they moved us to night shifts because of it. Now, people order 20 liters of water at a time. I wish we got hazard pay or tips for lugging that heavy stuff around. Anyway, sorry, I got sidetracked. Ready to accept this delivery? Wait, I have to? Okay. But he said tomorrow night. Like, it's tonight night. All right, but I guess it was cool. Have a good day. Oh, I mean night. Still not used to that. All right, fuck it. Damn. Look at these two ogres. They're much better. Oh, howdy. My lovely wife and I are looking for a safe place to weather the storm. Would you mind if we crash here for a bit? Only if it's no trouble, of course. Honestly, your place looks safer than any other we've seen, right, honey? I don't really know how to explain it. Big house, a little out of the way, no nosy neighbors, less chance of some cuckoo showing up, right? Can your wife speak for herself? Of course she can. Honey, will you say something? She's just really tired. I'm sorry, but maybe we can all talk together another day. If we ever meet again, of course. Right, darling? Oh, forgive me. I shouldn't be pushing you like this. You should leave. Please, friend, forgive my insistence, but try to put yourself in my shoes. My wife is very weak these days. She tires quickly, and I'd do anything for her. You understand? I love her dearly. I'd give you the shirt off my back if I could buy her safety. Speaking of that, we've got something. It's not my shirt, but how about cat food? I'm willing to give you everything I have left if it means my darling can get a moment's rest. So what do you say? Will you help us? I don't take bribes. Got it. Sorry to bother you. We'll just keep looking. Come on, move your damn legs. I'm tired too. Not really, because the wife didn't say shit. Damn. Enough. Stop fidgeting and stand still. Hello, could you please help us? What do you want from me? I want you to let me in so I can get some sleep. I'm dead on my feet. I used to have 5 kids. This here's the last one. I don't know where to even start looking for them. I just want to get some decent shut-eye. Are your kids dead? Don't say that. It's hard to look after a whole pack of these rascals, but nothing's happened to them. They probably found their way to my mom's place. They always run off over there when they get tired of me, or when their father comes by to ask for money again. So will you let me in? I just want to rest up and go find my kids. You should leave. Fine then. I'll just try to get to my mom's house. I might not make it. No, I have to. I have to. Well, this is easy. This game is easy, bro. I should just sit in this chair and just, just not let anybody in. If an alien shapeshifter came to you as a hot woman, would you still make love with her? An alien shapeshifter. It wouldn't even have to be a shapeshifter. I'd probably fuck a predator, like a female predator bitch. Just keep the mask on. She ain't even got a shapeshift. Just be humanoid enough. And if you're ugly, put a mask on. But if the body is right, we can work with it. That scenario kind of reminds me of Berserk, when Corcus and the band of Hawk are in hell. He sees a naked blonde girl and ignores his better judgment and hugs her, but she was a demon man-eater. Lord. Oh, man. If everybody didn't look so damn weird in this game. Hello, the heat doesn't bother me. I'm just looking for a quiet place to rest. Might I find some peace in your home? Who are you? It doesn't matter anymore. Are you wondering if I'm a visitor? I'm not, but I do have a request. I asked you later. I'm not sure I can trust you with it yet. Take off your jacket. No, you don't have to let me in. I'll leave. I won't beg. I won't bother you any longer. Damn. I kind of feel bad for her, bro. I kind of feel bad, but I feel like once I start feeling like that, you should leave. I understand. Goodbye then. I can see your hands are stained with gunpowder. Could you shoot me? Right. I'm sure you don't want to waste the bullets. Goodbye. Lord. All right. Another night of rejecting people at the door. Oh, man. This game is a trip, bro. Yeah, I mean, look, this is easy. Just don't let anybody in. Good afternoon. Here's the news. The anomalous heat is continuing to rise, and the invasion of the visitors has shown no sign of slowing. As such, the government has founded a new organization to address the emergent situation. The Federal Emergency Management Agency, abbreviated as FEMA. FEMA employees can be identified by their yellow hazmat suits and gas masks. Merely days since their founding, the agency has already discovered a new way to identify visitors. Dirt under the fingernails. Specialists say that this sign helps identify visitors who have crawled out from under the ground. That's all for now. Stay calm and don't leave the house during the day. Next up, a crisis report regarding a pale maniac, but first some ads. Let me write these signs down. So perfect teeth. Really, I just wanted an excuse to write stuff. Perfect teeth. Dirty fingernails. I might be the best No I'm Not Human player in the world. Because I figured out the best strategy. Don't let anybody in the damn house. Turmoil, terror, and suffering, and all because of the visitors. But in our hour of need, just as our cries were about to be left unanswered, FEMA has come to our aid. These brave heroes from the Federal Emergency Management Agency are protecting us from the visitor invasion. So far, the agency has identified over 27,000 dangerous anomalies. Remember, you can help the agency by informing them about any suspicious activity around you. To do so, just hand suspects a notice slip to have them visit FEMA. And if you ever start to wonder whether you might be a visitor, call our hotline on... Look at this fucking doofus. I'm gonna still write it down, though. I need something to do. Okay. Help us help you. Support FEMA and join the fight against the visitors. Damn. Reports say a pale maniac has appeared on the streets of the city. From various testimonies, police have learned that his victims all had one thing in common. They were alone. Additionally, the maniac likes to talk to the victim before committing their vicious murder. Police have assembled a sketch of the killer from eyewitness accounts. The suspect is very pale, middle-aged man with black hair. He is of slender build. He's a pale man with black hair, slender build, with a single pair of pants. Further reports have added that he sometimes also wears the skin of a different person. The information has not been confirmed. If you see this man, do not open your door. Do not tell him that you are alone. That's all for now. Oh, shit. So I think for people like myself who have not let anybody in, that's how they're going to get me, the pale man. Oh, you're alone? Let me come kill you. All right. So we got to keep that in mind. I might need to let somebody in eventually. Lord. Where's my cat? Damn. An evil spirit has entered you. You're a visitor. Don't let this blight take over your body. Call our experts immediately. They'll cast out the evil spirit, cleanse your body of the pernicious aura, and provide you with enhanced protection. That was weird. Okay. Yeah, I think I might have to let somebody in soon, because I think that Pale Man Family Day, That Pale Man is probably like a mechanic to keep the player from being able to just you know, hide and not let anybody in. So I get it. It wouldn't be wise for me to stick to this strategy of let no one in. So I'm gonna have to take a risk at some point. Hands. Wait, didn't I buy some coffee? Where the damn coffee at? Hold up. I don't drink hot coffee anymore. Probably no one does. Let me try it out. I think it probably gives you energy. I did level up. I got more energy now. Great. It's fantastic. Okay. Well, let's make some phone calls. Let's see. 7 3 6 6 4 6. You saw what happened out there. Those teenagers got killed. I thought the streets weren't that dangerous. Guess I was wrong. My daughter talked me into going out to play again. It didn't seem too bad until I saw the bodies. That's the last time I risked her life like that. God, I'll never forgive myself if something happens to her. She's my whole world. Who killed them? It was that pale, tall thing. I thought it only killed people who stayed inside. I thought I had it under control. Figured if I ever saw that silhouette, we'd head straight back home. But I didn't think about what else she might see. I don't know. With all those weeds, I was hoping she didn't notice. But back at home, she said she saw a face in the grass. I'm trying to convince her it was her imagination, but she's not really biting. All right, bro. All right, broski. Let me call for arrest. See what they got going on over here. You know, I feel like we got to make use of all our resources. You reached the Forest food delivery. I'm sorry, we can't accept your order right now. We have been forced to temporarily limit the number of orders that can be placed per day. Okay. I expected that. What about FEMA? I'm kind of afraid to call them. I feel like they might come get my ass. Let me see. This is the Federal Emergency Management Agency Medical Division. We are now able to provide consultation services regarding official visitor screening procedures. Please state your question. What should I know about teeth? For accurate testing, we recommend avoiding tobacco products. Smoking may affect the condition of the teeth, leading to unreliable results. Please state your question. The nail sign. To ensure a proper reading of your visitor status, please refrain from washing your hands before examination. Water may remove surface residue, which could lead to errors and or false results. Okay. All right. Should I call the psychics? I guess it wouldn't hurt. Hello, please hold while we connect you with an available visitor removal specialist. Who are you? What do you mean? I see you avoided my question. It seems the visitor spirit has already begun to take root inside of you. Now listen carefully. You don't have much time. Tell me, do you ever leave a slice of bread out in the kitchen? You don't leave offerings for the house spirit. No wonder the visitor spirit took an interest in you. Do you have a personal computer at home? Okay, so all F4 is off the table. Tell me, do you consume mushrooms? No, then don't start. Not even kombucha. Otherwise, it'll be easier for the spirits to claim your body. Even one sip and the mycelium could start it growing inside of you and taking control of your body like a puppet. This is not a simple case. Not simple at all. All right, then. One last question. Has there been any blood spilled in your home? Yes. That explains it. It's not a visitor spirit. It's a spectral spirit, a dead person's soul. And unfortunately, specters aren't exactly my area of expertise. You'll need an exorcist for that. They'll help you. I thought this was all free. The fine print did state that the initial call has a small consultation charge. How would you rate your experience today? Go fuck yourselves. Okay, I think that's about it. I got no cigarettes. Delivery drivers, but they send your delivery at the wrong house. We get it right. I think like 99% of the time. I think I only missed a delivery one time, and I ended up getting a refund and what I bought. It was amazing. Play on PlayStation with some video games, and you're pretty much living my life in this video game. Yes, I mean it's a comfy life outside of the sun roasting people to death and the visitors and shit. All right, but I think I'm gonna have to let somebody in tonight, or I'm gonna get a visit from the Pale Man. They're trying to warn me, and I gotta listen. So we gotta take a risk, you know. No guts, no glory. They said that like 100 times in him. No guts, no glory, no guts. Oh fuck. There's a small group of FEMA employees standing by your neighbor's house. No wonder what they're talking about. Maybe they're taking soil samples or looking for somewhere to set up a base. My balls are riding up inside me. The charred husk of the teenagers' bodies are lying on the ground. It looks like they've been there all day. Two FEMA employees are standing next to the bodies and writing something down. It's a good thing they showed up to take away the corpses. You hate to think what kind of diseases could spread if the decaying flesh was left out to rot out there. Okay. But look, if the Pale Man comes, just lie and say somebody's in the house with you. That's him. It's definitely him. I'm not letting you in. What do you want? Spacious house you got yourself here. I like it. I've got a gun. I don't need anything from you. No, you don't. So, you alone? No, I'm not alone. Oh, no. I know you're alone. I just want to see if you lie or not. I'll let myself in. Oh, fuck! I thought I had time. Even days later, the house remains empty. I'm dead. No! Everyone avoids it like a dark omen. I thought I would have it. Like, I thought, look, they would give me a chance to let somebody in. That motherfucker was the first one there. I know you're alone. The house. Look, I got it. I'm dead. Shut the fuck up. Lord. All right. I'm dead. Oh, hold up. All right, let's start a new game. I think I gotta save that kombucha. All right, so now I'm gonna play the game and actually try to take some risk. Okay, so we know this guy is good. So I'm not gonna go reading through all of it again. I know you're alone. That's crazy. I lied my ass off. How did he know I was alone though? Okay. All right. So, but we know we got a couple things that we know to look out for, like the teeth, for instance, and the nails. Okay. All right. Do you get access to the radio yet? Okay. I think I saw this one already. That's weird. All right. So let's get right to it. So now I have to really take a risk here. Oh boy. Okay, so that's the okay. That's the daughter of oh, and the teeth. See now. Ah. Okay. See, now we already can see how it kind of is working. We can look at the teeth. This guy, bruh. But nah, fuck him, because he said fuck you, bruh. Yeah, he's an asshole. So I don't care about not letting him in. Okay. It was that shoulder that got me, bruh. She just so damn ugly. But her teeth are jacked up. Okay. All right, come in. Thank you. Thanks so much. Now I get to live a little longer. Thank God. Wait a minute. She didn't appear last time. So maybe who appears changes depending on who you let in. I sense the energy here is stagnant. Something very bad is developing within. The sun and Leo are in the 5th house. I see it also clearly. You're a pretty assertive person, aren't you? I can see you prefer to take action rather than talk. Typical Leo, am I right? You've accumulated a large amount of dark energy here. Yes, very unpleasant. I don't understand the how or why. Everything just feels so neglected. I suppose I should start with affirmations. There are prison guards in your prior incarnations. Give them space. You're just repeating the experiences of your past lives. You need to forgive them and accept their histories within yourself. Only then will you be able to break the chain of the endless cycle. Do you understand? Come on in. Delightful. You're in quite an excellent location here, to be honest. There's a powerful current of positive energy flowing through your house. Looks like no one else is coming tonight. All right, so I'll let some people in. And yet again, I gotta hope I just don't wake up dead. So this should be interesting. The reason why I let her in was because I could kind of, like, her teeth look kind of jacked up from the little bit that I could see. Marco is the type of guy to ask Iris out, but if she pulled up to his door, he would say, nah, I'm good. I mean, if it's this situation, then yeah, I'm like, you might be an invitation. Let me see your teeth, Iris. Good afternoon. Here's the news. The sun's activity rises steadily. Okay, oh yeah, we heard this. All right. So that's when they give you the teeth warning. And then that's the forest, and then the weather guy. Okay. All right. So are the people just like hanging out in my house? Yes, I'm a human. Oh shit. You send in your photos and we'll check what you really are. Just send your photos to us by email to yes I'm human. I think this is the one that I had missed, right? They better write that down. I'm not about to try to write that. But please don't send anything other than eyes, teeth, and fingernails. We will not accept anything else. Okay. Oh boy, hold up. How long has it been? About an hour? Okay, let me stretch a little bit. Ooh, give me a second. Oh, I gotta stretch. Sitting down for long periods of time ain't healthy. I feel like the next time somebody comes knocking at my door, I'm gonna be spooked. Okay. Let's do it. I'm ready, baby. We got this. Ooh. Okay. Wait, so is everybody in the kitchen? Hey! Want a reading? I need to test you. What a silly thing to say. I'm not the one who knows. I'm simply a vessel. The stars speak through me. The moon and Venus are in conjunction in the sixth house. It's written all over your face. You need not say a thing. I knew someone just like you once. He always listened but never spoke. You know what they say. If Jupiter is in the eighth house, it's better to stay quiet. It's a sign of closed doors. She's one of those zodiac astrology freaks. But it's funny. I was in Books A Million. I was thinking about buying one of those books. But it was like $25. I need to test you. I knew your energy would resist, but let us do your test. I shall see right through you anyway. Teeth. I don't know. Them teeth look kind of good, bruh. Our inner cosmos is reflected in the eyes, not the teeth. What do you hope to find there? Pull out the gun. Pull out the gun. All right. I'll leave her alone. Where's the other girl? Is she in a store? Oh my God. You need to go just based off this, bro. I hope all this ends soon. I know her teeth fucked up. I remember like it was yesterday. I had just gotten fired. All I wanted was to go home, climb into bed, and cry my eyes out. But when I got there, I saw a bunch of boots. I thought maybe my roommate had some friends over or something, you know? So I went up to her room to find out what she was up to. But as I got closer, I started hearing a strange sound. It kind of freaked me out, but I decided to take a peek, quiet like, and see what was going on in there. I was only able to catch a brief glimpse of my roommates lying motionless on the bed when suddenly some grubby guy grabbed me from behind and said, "You can't go in there. She's not well. Come have a seat in the kitchen." Then he quickly pulled me away and sat me down at the table. I wanted to leave, but I was paralyzed by fear. Then I need to lie down. My stomach is doing somersaults. Okay. So also letting people in gives you the opportunity to get to know them. And so that adds a little bit more to the story. Learning about them. Well, since I have the energy, I might as well, check. I bet her teeth fucked up though. What are you gonna make a decision based on my teeth? Okay, I just had my teeth fixed though, if I'm honest. I can't really remember being at the dentist. Was I ever even there? I'm so nervous I can't even remember if I ate yesterday. Those teeth look so perfect, bruh. I ain't gonna lie. Those teeth look so perfect. She said she just went to the dentist yesterday, but that's what you would say. I would say that. Oh, I just went to the dentist. Boom! I don't know, bro. Those some perfect ass teeth, man. For a crackhead looking bitch, it don't even match. And you went to the dentist, but you can afford to get your teeth fixed at the dentist, but you out here homeless? Hell no. Oh my god, I was chased out of my home, fired from my job, and now I'm gonna get run out of my own head. I went to the hospital last week because of my back, I think. Did I also go to the dentist then? How much did I spend? Okay, well I gave up the chance there. I gave up the chance to kill her there, so whatever happens, happens. I might wake up dead, guys. I might wake up dead. Damn. The spiritual lady says the energy in your house is positive only after you let her in. I know. These damn spiritual charlatans. I'm about to wake up dead, bro. Okay. Hello there, human. How lucky we are to witness the humanity's final judgment with our own eyes. The earth is being cleansed of sin. The sun is doing its holy work. We are on the path to a pure new world. Behold the fucking beams of blessing. You're scaring me, man. You're scared. Have you gone shadow mad? Here, I'll break it down for you in simple terms. The sun does not burn and broil us alive without purpose. It is cleansing us of our sins. Our lust and greed has polluted this world, and it has angered the sun. This is our reckoning, and it is a blessing. All sin will end, and we shall live as righteous fucking ashes under its glaze. So what happened to you? What does this have to do with me? Nigga, you gonna die too. We shall all live deliciously as soon as the sun completes his salvation. Its holy rays will help us escape this torment. Don't you see? You definitely see. That's why you're still alive. Damn. You should go. Are you a complete imbecile? You're shooing away a righteous and just man. Behold, cat food, let me in, and I shall bestow upon you this generous reward, straight from the Holy Sun itself. Beat it! Were you just feigning ignorance about the sun? Well, then fuck you. I'll go save someone else. See a shithead, good fucking bye. See, when you leave like that, then I know I did the right thing. Even if you aren't a visitor, you're just an asshole. But on top of that, you know, those type of guys, they're like, oh yes, the death is upon us. Cleanse the world. Everybody's gonna die. I ain't trying to hear that shit every day in my house, bro. You need to go somewhere with that bullshit. Damn. Oh, I forgot to check the windows too. Okay, all right, so yeah, this is the day where the teenagers will be dead. And then the neighbor's playing with his kid. Hey kid, how are things holding up around your neck of the woods? I ain't from around here, never been one to stay in one spot too long, but I can't roam around like I used to no more. Age will do that to you, son. Why are you traveling? You seen what those visitors are doing. House after house, someone dead, someone torn apart. They pretend to be one of us, then slip inside our homes and all hell breaks loose. Varmint need to be wiped out, every last one. Where's your weapon then? I had a rifle, it damn near got me killed. They waited till I passed out, snatched it while I was sleeping. I hightailed it out of there and you bet your ass they fired. Varmint idea of fun. Nothing human about them except the skin they wear, kid. I don't know, I kind of like this guy. I I kind of like this guy. He seems like somebody that would be down to shoot somebody in the head. Just hopefully not me. Damn. I don't know. I like this guy. I'm gonna give him a chance. Looks like you already got that Tarot lady here, kid. I can smell blood on their hands. Don't know why you let them in. You like living on the edge. Huh. Wait. So do they warn you about other people? But what? You should leave. Maybe that's for the best. Might be one of them yourself. Slit my damn throat before morning. I swear I'll leave no varmint standing. Just you watch, kid. Look at this guy. Dude, man, weed. You know? Dude, you've been seeing how gnarly things are out here. What the hell is going on? Be for real with me, dude. What did I miss? Creatures that look like humans are crawling up out of the ground. Zombies, dude, I knew it. Bro, you can like totally count on me for what comes next. I've seen so many movies where this happens, dude. I'm basically a survival guru. Just clue me in. We dealing with classic slow zombies or the gnarly fast ones. And it's like brain virus or are they just freaky undead dudes? Trust me, dude. The answer to that totally changes the game plan. Also, you got a shotgun and like grenades. We're gonna need hella firepower to make it through this one. And food, man, like loads of food. Do you really have no idea what's happening out there? Sure, man, it's a mess out here. People talking shit on their fellow man, harsh and mellows with all this doom and gloom. And after all that stuff on the news, the vibes are like way off, dude. But movies, man, they got it all. Drama, betrayal, intrigue. They're way more fun than books, bro. Always wanted to end up in a movie someday. Come on, bro. This might be the raddest thing that's happened to me like ever. They should totally make a movie about this someday. Okay. So I let the dude, bro, 420 weed smoker, and I couldn't imagine him being a visitor. He just, I don't even think they would know to act like that. Like that is such a creation of like just humanity. People like that. She did say something interesting about repeating cycles of previous incarnations. I always wonder about that. Where do our personalities differ as humans? Maybe there is a past life. I hope reincarnation is not real. I don't want to come back. One is enough. Marco at the office chilling. This game is funny. I can't wait to make content for my channel tonight. I'm happy for you. You know, consuming is fun, of course, but being a creator is even better, you know. And that's why I even do stuff like this. This way, while I'm consuming, I'm recording it, I'm giving commentary, I'm sharing it, you know. So I try to even turn my consumption of media into something entertaining and creative. All right, let's go to bed. Are you gonna like? Are you just gonna talk about being a virgin, or are you gonna do like video game stuff or otaku stuff, anime? Good afternoon. Here's the news. Okay, we saw that, and this is when they talk about the dirty fingernails, and that's FEMA and the Pale Man. Yeah, so if you haven't let anybody in the house by day 3, you're gonna get killed by the Pale Man. Okay. Toto, pretty much the only toy I had as a kid. Well, except for the sticks we used to whack the grass. I think there's something on the radio too. I thought I heard something. Uh-oh. Damn. Okay. Yeah, this was the number for the psychics, I believe. Clear, welcome. This is like one of those murder games where you have to spot the imposter among the innocents. You know, one of the best games for that. Well, it was actually like an online like text based game, but it was multiplayer. I think it was called Mafia the game. I forgot what it was called, but it was like a chat based game where people had different roles, and the villagers had to figure out who were mafia members, while the mafia members were killing them off every night. I forgot the name of it. I think it's Mafia or the game or something like that. But that was a lot of fun because just like the human component of it, of having to talk to people during. So if you knew that you were a mafia member, then you would have to kind of like conceal that, plead your case, and then there was a lot of different roles, and there were roles that could kill villagers. There were roles that could like reveal who might be in the mafia. It was a very interesting game. Okay. Bruh. Bruh, hold up. Somebody killed that bitch. Somebody killed that bitch. Yo. Why can't I click on it? Bro, somebody just killed that bitch. Well, make some phone calls. I forgot to call for rest because I need that extra energy. Bro, I think it's probably that dude, bro, stoner guy, because everything was fine the first night. Then he comes here and then there was a chopped up body in the kitchen. Let me get the coffee. Damn. Let me call my neighbor. Okay, yeah, yeah, that was about the teenagers. Okay, okay. Yo, what the fuck? Sup, dude? I need to test you. And regular teeth. What? Popped the bottle with them once, man. Wow, totally almost bit off my tongue, but the beers kept flowing, bro. Come on, just like the Blaze It, you know. I don't know, man. What were you doing before the cataclysm? Bro, I was just chilling, you know, watching flicks, hanging with the homies. But now, no more movies, no more hangouts. Real bummer, dude. TV just loops the same thing. Panic, commercial, panic, commercial. My homies don't even pick up anymore. Heard some big shots saying now's not the time for fun. This is a crisis. Man, screw that board. Fun never ends in Fun Town. Booyah. I might be getting tricked here, bruh. Like, I'm thinking this is just some dude, bruh. He might be a visitor. He might be a damn serial killer. Oh, no. Because it was cool before I let him in. But then this woman, she might have bided her time. After the man sat me down at the kitchen table, some huge guy came out from around the corner and blocked the exit. He started talking loudly with the guy who grabbed me before. They were acting like I wasn't even there, and then they started to touch me. First my arms, then my shoulders, and in the background I heard cheers and laughter that seemed to come from my room. It sounded like there was a whole crowd of men in there. I couldn't breathe. My heart felt like it was about to explode out of my chest. I wanted to scream or call for help, but my voice was lost in the sea of panic. I couldn't even make a sound. I just sat there frozen, useless, like a deer in the headlights. But then the big guy went to the fridge to get something. I realized that was my chance. I sprinted for the exit. It was like the fear gave me strength. I just ran and ran. I ran and never looked back. Well, I did until my legs gave out and I collapsed. Why didn't the sun burn you up? I don't remember. I must have spent the whole night just lying there on the ground. And then, that's odd. I could have sworn I remember everything that happened to me that day. Hang on. You don't think I might be a visitor? No, that can't be true. I remember my whole life, my childhood, my mom, my dad. No. You seem like a visitor. Why would you say that? I'm not even, I don't want to die. I don't want to. I guess we're all going to die. I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what to do. Cause she weird as fuck. And she doesn't remember like, but the thing is she remembers a lot about her life, but there are these strange gaps. Cause he asked a good question. Why didn't you burn up in the sun if you ran away like that? So like, are they converting people into visitors? And this guy, you would never imagine that he was a visitor. But then I let him in the house and now somebody's dead in the kitchen. Let me check the fingernails, bruh. Dude, I was like digging up a gyachi recently. Dirt, don't sweat it. Like one time I was super baked staring at my fingers and dude, I realized those are my fingers. Your heart, nah, bro. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Why they censor this shit? That's lame. Yeah. Man, he had dirty fingernails. His teeth look normal, but he had dirty fingernails, and when I let him in, somebody died. So now, if I go to sleep and that girl is a visitor, I'm fucked. But I did my best. Okay. I'm still alive, though. Okay, FEMA's at the door. Well, FEMA's across the street, my bad. The charred husk, yeah. So the first guy is probably gonna be the delivery driver with my coffee. Oh shit. Oh no. I'm not letting you in. Is your door nice and sturdy? Never know what might happen to it. You understand? I've got a gun. No, I don't want him to know what I got, but it's not gonna matter anyway. No, you don't. So, you alone? Yes, I'm alone. I know you're alone. I just want to see if you're I'm not alone. The girl was there. I wasn't alone. The girl was in the thing. The girl was in the closet. Bruh, I wasn't even alone. Are you supposed to, like, I'll try to be funny and lie. Bruh. Continue. Wait, so what would that put me at? Romalia. Oh, I see. Yeah. First night. Shit. Man, damn. Ah, fuck. Man, that's some bullshit. I had somebody in the house. But I don't know, like maybe because I lied and said I was alone. Like I don't know. That was weird though. That was weird. DBDR's bedroom. Who the hell is that? DBDR's home. Who the fuck is that? DBDR. Who is DBDR? DBDR is only in his 20s but living like a middle-aged homeless dude. Who is that? All right, shit. Okay. Let's get started. Lord. You know, now I do get that they got to have a consequence for the player dying in there, like losing progress, but having to start all the way over like this is not good. But maybe you can buy more kombucha too, because the kombucha is your. Oh, actually, I should not do this too. Let me I'm gonna start a new game actually. Because what I'm thinking is that if you get far enough, they'll probably allow you to buy more kombucha, which is what you need to save. So you use that right there to save, and I'm thinking that if you make it far enough, yeah, they'll basically allow you to get some more. That's what I'm assuming. I'm not sure, but I might use it like every 3 days or so. Oh, I forgot. I gotta drink that beer first. All right, let's try it again. Okay, so we know that's the daughter of the guy that visited me. Well, not a visitor, but my friend there. So she's good. Lord, man, I would never let this guy hit it. Definitely not that guy, Lord. But that's kind of unfair in a way. It's like you get unfairly discriminated against because you're tall and weird looking. I did let her in. But wait a minute, the psychic girl got killed. So that means that more than likely, she was probably. So she was probably a visitor then. And that's why the pale man got me. Because I think if you have visitors in your house, they don't count as humans, obviously. Now I'm gonna let her in again because I think only by letting her in will the weird psychic lady show up. No, I don't know. Oh shit. Does my house like a safe place to you? Would it be 2 visitors at once? Hmm. So it seems like who shows up it might be somewhat random though, because was it the psychic chick? I might be dead, bruh. Cause I just let that I think she's a visitor, bruh. I might be dead. I'm about to wake up dead, bruh. Okay, I'm good. All right. Yeah, I'm killing her. She was a visitor. She was a visitor. Okay, so yep. Damn. Cause I thought it was weird that she somehow went to the dentist right before all this shit happened. And she looked like a homeless, she looked like some crackhead homeless bitch. Man. But I have to let somebody in tonight. All right, 531041. Call. Okay. So I placed the order. Damn. Okay. I'm just trying to keep up with my friend there. Okay. I got a weird feeling like it might come back to haunt me if I don't check in on at some point. If you keep killing people, you become a visitor yourself. Oh, I'm the monster. If we murder him, we become the murderer. That chicken and claws is pretty useless. You expect her to help, and she ended up being a visitor. I had a bad feeling about her, but when one thing I realized though is that you can't go by their teeth until you actually check their teeth, because when seeing her mouth, or what I could see of her teeth outside, is kind of what made me want to let her in. But you don't really know what their teeth look like until they get inside the house. That's the thing about it. Hey, you know what's funny? I killed that dude, Braga. I killed him for no reason. Because they tell you if you killed a visitor, because you see that little scene, that little weird static distortion. So I killed that guy for no reason. Okay. Well, I'm alone. I have to let somebody in tonight, though. Okay, delivery. Okay, I might have accepted that a little bit too fast, though. Hello there, human. How lucky we are to witness human. Oh, yeah, I remember this guy. Yeah, I just don't like this dude, so send him away. Beat it. Okay. Nah, this guy right here, he told me to get rid of the psychic lady. But she ended up being a human. Oh no. Anyone alive in there? Mind letting me in? Don't bang on my door. Hey now, no hard feelings. Didn't mean to wake you. Ain't been sleeping a wink myself. Used to be a grave digger, you know. Not that there's much point in it now. Graves don't mean nothing no more. People just kill over and rot where they fall. Did you see something out there? Sure did. Damn it, I was digging a grave. Some fella ordered. He's standing there watching me work. I was digging and then bam, the shovel hit something. Thought it was a rock, but no, a hand reached up out of the soil. It was a visitor crawling up out of the ground, and that guy, he just laughed. I ran like hell and didn't look back. Didn't dare go home. Figured it's safer in a crowd. Lord. Well, I kind of have to, because if I don't have anybody in my house tonight, then the Pale Man's going to get me tomorrow. So I don't have a choice here. Just be quick with that door, all right? I'm terrified those visitors might be right behind me. Okay. Yeah, I didn't have a choice. That was the last one for the night. If I didn't let them in, I would have been fucked. I'm going to go ahead and drink the kombucha. Okay. Because I might be able to order some more later. DBDR is a cringe lord. These people are just your average Ukrainians. Is that where it takes place? Because I swear, like, I'm getting Eastern European vibes here. All right, the Pale Man. We all know him. The one we all know and love. Damn. Shit. Oh, man. I felt that sneeze in my brain. All right. So we got the coffee. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have a choice right now. I gotta roll with this. I hate having to keep going through these damn radio stations. But I think it's the only way to get some of these numbers. Yeah, like that one. Hey, Slice of Life. Are you still a NEAT? I just found your channel today from an old NEAT post, and I'm going to watch some of your old videos. No, I'm not needing. Damn. You're late. My Slice of Life. Now, I haven't been needing for like over a year. No, close to a year. I've had a job for like a year, so. My time as a NEAT, while glorious and fun, has come to an end. Now I'm trying to enjoy the wage slave life. Let me talk to this guy in here. Wish them visitors would just go back underground. Why did you become a grave digger? Oh, my job. Yeah, I don't know actually. Cemetery is kind of like a library, you know, but these books aren't for reading. They just lie there quiet. I used to know every grave, who's where, how their arms were folded, what suit they had on, their names. Then one day I'm digging a fresh hole, right? Normal day, nothing weird, feels deep enough, and then bam, empty. Empty, I tell you, but the paper says someone should have been down there. Some guy, dead for sure. I remember he had a mustache, but poof, gone like dew in the morning. If a dead man disappears, is that like dying all over again? Damn. That's deep, bro. Let me see your teeth. When you dig too deep, sometimes you don't just find bones. Oh, hell no. He ain't no damn visitor. This is kind of like the thing, the 2011 one. That was one of the ways that they would tell who was an alien. They would check your teeth because the alien couldn't replicate inorganic matter. So, you know, if back then they use what was the stuff they used to use for fillings? I forgot exactly what it was, but basically, if you had fillings in your teeth, then the girl, she knew you weren't an alien because the alien couldn't replicate inorganic material. So since his teeth is jacked up and he got gold replacements, it's a pretty safe bet that he's cool. These white ones are mine, fair and square. Those shiny ones, well, let's just say I found them, would have been wasted down there anyway. But look, ta-da, they came in handy. Okay. Well, at least I know I'm good for tonight. If that, well, oh, I bet this will be interesting. Let's check his fingernails too, though. Because I bet they're dirty. No, damn, for a grave digger, fingers like roots, black nails that never come clean, dirt stuck in them like memories. Yeah, I think this guy is cool. I think he's going to be good to go, though. I think we're good with this guy. DBDR is part of the Black Pill community. He was famous for making videos. Nessie's gonna say he doesn't know who Oreo Man is. I know Oreo Man. I feel like I might have heard of DBDR though. I think somebody posted his channel here one time, but I forgot about him. But is he the guy that got kicked out because like he got kicked out of his mom's house or something, right? Over some bullshit. I think that's who you might be talking about. Wait, I thought I got. Oh, see, that's why I write these goddamn numbers down. I wonder if I can call him just for me having it written down. Yep. And see, it's not there on the wall. But I got it here written down. So I should write it down. I wonder if I could have called him like that day one though. But I'm going to skip through this damn conversation. 5 stars. Yeah, I'm gonna skip through this. Okay. All right. So I think the Gravedigger guy is cool. I should not wake up dead. Okay, I'm good. You know what's funny about the last playthrough though? I fucked up and killed the dude, Bro Stoner, when I should have killed the crackhead girl. All right, hold up. Let me look out the window again. This is day 4, right? Okay. So this should be the pale man at the door. Howdy. I'm not letting you in. Is your door nice and sturdy? Never know what might happen to it. You understand. I don't need anything from you. No, you don't. So, you alone? No, I'm not alone. It's your lucky day. I can hear someone whispering inside. But who knows where they'll be in a few days. Okay. It's the site. Okay, dude, I think she's good too. I sense the energy here is stagnant. Yeah, I know. All right, thanks for dumping all that on my troubled mind. Come in. All right, so now we 3 deep right now. We 3 deep. I love how I've gone from like rejecting everybody at the door to embracing having people in the house. It got real when the pale man showed up. He kicked the door down and strangled you to death. This guy's head is like a fucking penis. So we meet again. Who is this? I remember things were a bit different last time we crossed paths, yet we remain alive. It's a strange thing. I don't know how to explain it. I'd like to start our conversation with a divination. Tell my fortune by choosing a page in his book. Where should I open to? Open at the end. It was so long ago. Perhaps it was a dream. Maybe you, I, and the fish only exist in the memory of a person who is long gone. Maybe no one really exists and it's only raining outside. It feels like things might truly fade away so very, very soon. What do you think? Do we inhabit the dream of another, or are we the one who dreams? It's an interesting line. What does it mean? I need to think it through carefully. Do you have any insights to offer? Anyway, I only came here to tell you something. Events will soon begin to unfold. You need to be ready. It may sound strange, but the cat must enter. I cannot yet explain how, yet I'm certain it will help you. You can choose what you do with this information, of course. As for me, I think I'll go have a ponder on the deeper meaning of your divination. The cat must enter. All right. So when I wake up, everybody should be alive. Oh, I leveled up again. They've organized quarantine zones to detain potentially dangerous suspects. So I've never gotten this far. FEMA has also identified a new visitor sign after experimenting with those detained. Blood red eyes. According to reports, FEMA discovered this sign after observing detained visitors, noting the creatures have increased photosensitivity, causing their eyes to become inflamed and red. That's all for now. Stay calm and don't leave the house during the day. Okay. Next up, a report on FEMA, but first, a word from our sponsors. Once upon a time, two brothers lived near a dam. The daily splashing of water made the river foam like a crisp beverage on a summer day. Later in life, the image of their childhood in mind, the two brothers started Bobber Brewery together. Since then, Bobber Cerny has become one of the best-selling beers both at home and in bars. Bobber Cerny beer, drink the good stuff, drink a lot. Now available through the Forest Food Delivery. I still got the number right. Wait, I thought do the numbers change or something? What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. FEMA, what is it and why was it formed? The Federal Emergency Management Agency is a special government service that was formed to ease the emerging crisis. They're helping to address the many problems caused by the visitors' invasions. It's not known for sure what exactly the agency is working on, but we can say with confidence that our fate is in reliable hands. The agency is made up of experts in various fields, including many distinguished scientists and noted researchers. Okay, if a female employee appears on your doorstep, we recommend you cooperate with them and follow their instructions. Remember, help us help you. Support FEMA and join the fight against the visitors. I feel like FEMA's going to come to my door and cause trouble, bro. Because these people are never really helpful in movies like this. Like Resident Evil 2. Or, what's that movie? The Crazies? Oh, my Lord. It's time for I Want to Believe, a program where we'll uncover mysteries and government conspiracies. Today we'll be discussing the truth about visitors with a special guest, a doctor of science and respected employee of... Okay. Of what? Wait, he's not coming. How did they steal all of his documents? There was mountains of information in there. Uh-oh. Damn it, I knew we wouldn't be allowed to reveal the truth. Motherfucker. Okay. Well, that's that. All right, this guy. Wish them visitors would just go back underground. What did you do when you found the empty grave? So I sat down right on the edge, looked in, nothing. Then I looked up, and far off, I see someone standing there, watching like at a funeral. No eyes, but teeth, white as hell, glowing, almost smiling, just standing there. I damn near shit myself. I ain't gonna lie. I ran real fast. That part I'm good at. He didn't come after me though, just disappeared like smoke. Some fucked up shit. That's when all the visitor mess started. All right, let me check his eyes. Nights are my shift. Bro, why are your eyes bobbing around like that? Daytime folks see the sun, but all I see is the lamp on my head and shadows in the grave. Ever since that night, though, I've been jumpy, eyes darting, waiting for a visitor to creep up. Hard way to live. Okay. Psychic girl. Okay, we already talked to her about Venus. Wait a minute. Damn, that was quick. Oh, yeah, I should check her, too. All right, let me see the eyes. I don't know. Is that brown or red? If you don't count the red spots, the moon's to blame for those. But she got killed by the crackhead girl. What's that in her hand? But do be careful. I earned myself a few spinners crafting dream catchers. Okay. I think she's good though. Why would a visitor kill another visitor? That wouldn't really make sense. For rest. Okay. We can't accept your delivery. Let me call my neighbor. Thanks for calling. I'm still shaking up by all this. The murders, the soldiers, FEMA. They even showed up at my door last night. Asked about the people staying here, scribbled something on a tablet, and then one of them took someone out of my house. Where did they take them? Hell if I know. They said it was for tests. I thought all these soldiers and government officials would fix things. Should have known better than to think they'd help us or get us to a safe place. Good thing I didn't take your daughter. No way in hell I'm ever letting that happen over my dead body. If those bastards so much as lay a finger on her, I'll tear them apart. But how do they even spot the signs when they are all just normal human traits? Feel like they're not telling us the whole truth. The sun, the visitors, and now FEMA. So many questions and not a single damn answer. Neighbor, I need to ask something of you. If something happens to me, promise me you'll look after my daughter. Thank you, neighbor. I knew I could count on you. All right, I gotta go. Stay strong. I feel like that's gonna come up later. Oh man, this shit is getting crazy. Man, I feel like the FEMA group is gonna become a problem because he said they take people out of your house. Because I just started to feel comfortable in that I have 2 people with me, which means they'll die before me. So really, the amount of people in your house is almost like your health bar. That's the cool thing about that. But I don't know, man. If they come, I'm just not gonna let them in. I'm just not gonna let them in. I hope the job is going well. Yep, it's going well. It ain't too bad. I think going from being a NEET to having a job is a lot of it just depends on the job that you get. You got to get one that's suitable for people like us. And I think the main thing Get a job where you don't have to deal with the public. That's my number one recommendation. I think that's why I've been able to deal with that's why I've been able to deal with it so well. Also, get a job where you have weekends off. Weekends off and you don't have to deal with the public. That's, should you decide to exit the neat life at any time, I feel like that's the best place to start. Because really, hell is other people. Hell is other people. Getting a job where you kind of like working by yourself is the best. It's the best. Go to rural Western Ukraine and you'll meet these people daily, or just anywhere in Romania. Does anyone remember the channel Just Some Random Shit or something like this? Huh? We ever end up in a full-blown normie with a wife and kids? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'd be lucky if I got a girlfriend. Let's start there, guys. let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's start with girlfriend and then go from there. You don't become a normie at 34. That's a good point too. But you can get those things, but yeah, I'll probably never be like completely normal, which there's nothing wrong with that, but when you take such an unusual path through life, yeah, you probably never be completely normal. It's like I was in the movie theater and you know how you get there a little early and it's not anything to do. You just sit in the theater and it's previews and commercials. Like, I don't want to watch this shit. So I'm standing outside of the theater room and I'm out there doing push-ups. And I'm sure anybody that saw me was like, who the fuck is this weird guy doing push-ups in like outside of the theater room? But that's just, again, like when you go, like that's one of the little weird things about myself, right? Just living the way that I have. I don't concern myself with what other people think a lot of times. So I do little weird shit. So I'll never be completely normal because my life has always been somewhat unusual. But you don't have to be normal to have those things. Like, you don't have to be normal to have a wife and kids. You can be very strange and unusual and have that. But those are considered to be like the normie markers. If he escaped neatdom, he can probably break through and become a normie too. I don't want to be a normie. I don't want to be a normie though. Lord have mercy. Please protect me from that fate. Don't let me become a fucking wife guy, Lord. Whenever I hear a guy say my wife, I always feel bad for him. The audio is kind of glitching out right here. I don't know what it is. Hold up. Oh, the stream's still stable. Oh, let's just go for it. FEMA. I knew it. Good evening. I'm from FEMA. We're making house calls around your neighborhood, checking in with the residents. Why should I trust you? I can show you my credentials if it will put you at ease. Anyway, visitors rarely move in groups, maybe even never. Why are you in the protective gear? Should we be wearing that too? No, but you could buy some if it would help you feel safer. We're still in the process of studying the sun's effects on the environment. It's important for us to be careful since we're spending so much time outside. So what happens next? I'll take one person. We'll run tests to make sure they're okay and determine if it's safe for them to continue living in the area. And we'll verify that they're human too, of course. So should I wait here for something to happen? Yes, once we have more information, we'll provide instructions to all citizens. You have no reason to worry at the moment. We'll just take one person and try to get them back to you as soon as possible. Take care. So he just straight, they take him. You don't have a choice. So he took the grave digger. So I feel like they probably included that as a way to take away some of your security measures, which your security in this game is having humans in your house. And so not only do you have to worry about visitors, you got fucking FEMA coming kidnapping people out your goddamn house. But what choice do you have? They're rolling deep and they got machine guns. So Wait a minute. I never looked outside either. I feel like looking out these windows is probably going to be key. The pale, creepy man is standing on the street smiling. He's holding someone's decapitated head in a helmet. It's the head of a soldier, his face frozen in a terrified grimace. You're not sure what scared him more, the pale visitor or his own impending death. Bro, you kill him. You kidnapping people at my fucking house. Go kill that dude outside. Your neighbor's house, which he just painted white, is now charred blacker than black. It seems like the fire is still blazing even now because someone have burnt it down on purpose. What happened to your neighbor's family? Is anyone still alive? Worried thoughts swirl in your head, and you're overcome with a feeling of incomprehension and helplessness. Okay. I see what you mean now by Romania. Hello there, dearie. Walking all the way here really took it out of me, let me tell you. Might I pop in and rest a moment? What? You choose to walk all the way over here specifically? No, I didn't plan to come here. Don't be silly. What the fuck happened to her eye there? Yet fate has a habit of bringing us together. No meeting is a mistake, dearie. Since I'm here, that means my feet brought me here for a reason. My eyes landed on your house with purpose, as it was always meant to be, I assume. I don't, see. Do you need something? What does anyone need, dearie? A roof over my head to share a story or two, to lie down and close my eyes peacefully, and air to breathe, I suppose. I don't need for much. It's just really boring living all by one's lonesome is all. Come in, shit. Yo, that face right there is so scary because her left eye just goes completely into another dimension. I can tell you'll be very entertaining host, and maybe I'll finally find out what's been going on around here. I feel like to a certain extent you gotta take a chance on people, because even if you end up dying, then at least you get information. If I'm too distrustful, I don't really learn anything. So unfortunately, this you can tell this game requires a lot of trial and error. So it actually favors taking risks more than being too conservative. That's his daughter. Let me in. What happened? They killed my daddy. Why did they do that? I don't know. They were just sitting with daddy in the kitchen, and then they did something, and then they set the house on fire. When I ran away, I could hear them laughing. You help me. I'm scared. Oh, Lord. I'm letting too many people in the house, bro. Somebody gonna be dead when I wake up, man. Whoa! Shit! The fuck is wrong with you? Hi. But somebody told me let the cat in. Hi. You open or not? Do you know the bald man? Too many questions. Yes, I know. How will help you? Who are you? I dance ballet. You can tell. You remind me of someone. Do I? Sure. So what now? You tell me more or what? Strange thing to say. Prove that you're a person. 2 arms, 2 legs, 1 head. Not enough for you. Did I pass test? You open or no? Bro. Bro. This is a weird looking bitch. But she got the cat. The bald dude told me that you gotta let the cat in. And he was like, I know, bro. He was like, I know. It's gonna sound weird, but you gotta let the cat in. And I see why he was telling me that in the way that he did, because look at this bitch. He like, bro, when you beat this bitch, you're not gonna let her in the house. Oh my God, dude. What the hell? I'm letting too many people in the house right now, bro. But I'm just like, fuck it, bro. Like, I'll figure this shit out later. Damn, I don't want to let this bitch in the house, though. I don't want to let this bitch in the house. She got a cat, but I don't want to let this bitch in the house. I might just kill her tomorrow and keep the cat. Come in. Come on, kitty. Time to run and enjoy. Now watch somebody be dead in the morning, bro. So who do we got? We got the cat. No, we got the cat lady, the old Romanian lady. We have the daughter of our friend and the psychic girl. That's an ugly ass cat. Damn, that cat look retarded. All right, let's go to sleep. All right. Smells like someone died tonight. Yep. Good afternoon. You are watching the news. Due to sharp increase in suspected visitor sightings, FEMA has announced that it is enacting new protection measures. Effective immediately, a full quarantine will be enforced across all major population areas. Travel outside your city or to nearby villages is strictly prohibited. Please stay within your designated area. In addition, FEMA has revealed a new visitor identification procedure. Hairless armpits. Damn, FEMA reports that the visitors have no visible hair in this area, making it a useful identification tool. Okay, write this down. There we go. I'm getting hungry too. The agency is asking citizens to bear with the test and comply with escorts to quarantine zones. That's all for now. Stay calm and don't leave the house during the day. Next up, a report on what you can do if you spot a visitor. FEMA suggests that the visitor phenomenon may be infectious or pose a thus far undisclosed biological threat. For this reason, it's critical to report any potential visitors and isolate them immediately. If you can't hand over a visitor to a quarantine zone right away, issue them a special request to appear before FEMA. During the next collection round, an employee will take in anyone who has this paper for examination. That's all for now. Okay. All right, we're gonna see. Getting a job isn't the same as changing your whole personality. If you think so, you are delusional. Yeah, I would agree. You know, normally ain't just about having a job. It's plenty of weirdos that work, you know. I worked with some of them, so I know that through experience, man. Having a job is one thing, but I feel like being a normie, like, yeah, of course, people look at it as having met certain milestones or doing certain things with your life. Of course, the job, having a house, car, wife, kids, the normie life. But I think it's also belief system, fitting in, personality, things like that. Like, you can be very strange and unusual and be married with kids. To be honest, some of the weirdest people I know have kids or have been in relationships and things like that. But I guess for us, because a lot of us, we kind of came from like similar online spaces and connected with similar people, like we look at, like, to us, having kids, having a wife is like some far off dream and or nightmare, depending on how you look at it. So we kind of look at that as being the standard to meet to be like a normie, you know, basically having job, wife, kids, car, house, dog, mortgage, good credit, things like that. Normie relationships aren't real if they can't rub it in your face. Oh man, it's not real. You can't hurt me. There was a fire in my childhood neighborhood. I came home from the store with a pack of M&Ms. Next thing I hear is people yelling and smoke everywhere. There was a big fire in the apartment complex. And I just ran down the stairs confused late at night. I go outside and see flames everywhere and the entire floor going up in flames. Crazy experience to have as a kid. My house actually caught on fire when I was like 13, 14. And we were displaced for a while. I'll put it like that. Good times. So I know that experience firsthand. Somebody's dead. I bet it's the fortune teller lady. Yep, one of you guys is a killer. So where's the cat lady? So we got the cat. Who's in the bathroom? Nobody's in the bathroom. So she killed him and left? Oh, she's still there. One of them is a killer. Somebody, I'm in here with a killer. I'm in here with a killer. Shit. Okay. Let's start with the radio. Anxious, got no one to talk to. Then the phone roulette is just what you need. Call us now. 891-533. And we'll connect you with. Damn. Okay. He said let the cat in. I'll let the cat in. So let's see how that goes. Pet the cat. You reach out and pet the cat. Hard to tell if it likes it or not. Pick up the cat. Damn, this is an ugly ass cat, bro. And the cat runs back to his spot. Okay. This is like a damn alien cat. This cat like it came up from underground. All right. So the question is, who killed the girl there? But let me see. Hopefully I can buy some more kombucha soon. One jar of kombucha, 2 cans of cat food. I knew it. I can get kombucha, but the cat food. But I'm assuming that I'm going to need the cat food for the cat. I mean, that's pretty obvious. But why not just feed the cat regular food? You got stockpiles of food. So I'm not digging that mechanic because it really just don't make sense. But I'm getting the kombucha. I ain't even gonna lie, I'm getting the kombucha because I'd rather save. I don't want to have to do all this shit over again. I'm sorry, cat. You had to eat some damn licorice and some bologna. All right, let's start interrogating these people. So we'll start with our friend. Oh, in fact, before I do that, let me actually call my neighbor. I mean, I know he's dead now, but I just want to see what happens by call. Invalid. Oh wait, that was they changed the numbers when you play when you change playthroughs. That's kind of, I guess that made sense. All right. Phone roulette. Let's see what this is. Hello, you reached phone roulette. We'll connect you with your perfect conversation partner shortly. Please hold. Okay. Hello? Hello? I need to talk to someone. So much has happened recently. I tried reaching out to friends and people I know, but nobody's answered. Then I found out about phone roulette. Maybe it's not the best place for me to be pouring my heart out, but I don't have much choice. I know it's not right to burden a stranger with my problems, but you have no idea how much just talking to someone would help me. It would make me feel so much better. Would you mind listening to me? Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. I think it might be easier if I tell you a little about myself. Anything in particular that you'd like to know? You said your friends wouldn't answer. I'd love to try calling them again, but I don't know how. When the cataclysm started, I decided to leave my hometown, fly as far as possible from the heat. I promised everyone I'd call regularly, check in with each one of them, and see how they're doing. But when I got here, I couldn't reach them. Later, I found out why their phone lines had been cut. The whole city was cut off from the rest of the world. Now I'm here, safe, but all my friends. The thought of never seeing those I care about again terrifies me. I miss the quiet days when life felt simple and the future was something to look forward to. Why'd you go alone? I didn't want to, but my best friend actually wanted to come with me, but he couldn't. He didn't have the papers to travel, and when the cataclysm hit, getting them became impossible. He was so crushed he regretted not getting them sooner. I wanted to help him, but I didn't know how. I think he was in love with me, you know? He cared about me so much, always supportive, always ready to listen. Eventually, I realized we liked each other. I wanted him to confess his feelings first, but I guess he just couldn't find the right moment. And then the cataclysm started, and there wasn't any time for that anymore. I regret not telling him first. Well, you know a little about me. Now it's your turn. I'm not used to talking about myself. Don't be shy. I'm ready to listen. I'm lonely. Well, I don't have anyone I consider close. I had a tough relationship with my father. And one day I stopped being his son. Now all I have is this damn house. I'm sorry, it sounds like you're not too thrilled about the house ending up with you. Pretty much. I can't even imagine what you went through. Thanks again for talking to me. Hey, bruh, I listened to your sob story and I tell you just a handful of details about myself. And you're like, well, bye, nigga. Yo, it's a basement. I didn't know it was a basement. It's a fucking basement. Yo. Oh, man. The lady standing near the dead body bag should be the #1 suspect. Well, no, because everybody has like a designated space where you'll find them at. So she's always going to be there. Certain people are always going to be in certain rooms. So that body bag is there because the lady got killed there. She just happens to also be someone who's here. So you can't think it's her just because she's there with the body bag. It could have been anybody in the house. This is just where she's supposed to be at. I want my mommy. Tell me what happened. I don't know. They came in and started talking, and dad said they were wrong. Then they said, daddy, daddy. Okay, just rest for now. The girl calls out for her father nonstop. There's no end in sight to her hysterics. Well, a little girl probably wouldn't have hair in her armpits anyway. Let me check the eyes. Her eyes are green. Okay. I want a drink. Damn, you want a beer? I can get you a beer, man. Okay. All right, let's start with these weirdos. Kitty is here. What more you need? Why are you here? What a dumb question. You open door, ask yourself what for? What am I for? It's all saying to me, place is place. Said go here, so went here. I don't want any nothing, not you. What matters is you keep place comfy for Kitty. The rest, who cares? All right, let me check the eyes. Oh, hell yeah. This bitch is tragedy. You live alone, yes? So how it feel? Yeah, she's definitely one, but she might be one too. The eye test seems to be pretty useful. Okay, let's talk to her. Oh, dearie me, I'm getting old. Where are you from? City born. I am dearie. Had me a little hut in the high rise. No, we cottage in the country. No crumbly old husband or grandbabies to speak of. So I sit myself down on the bench most days, could feel a bit of life there, you see, and oh, the things I'd hear. But when all this hogwash started, well, I didn't like it anymore. How can you feel life when everybody around is dropping like blooming flies? Step into the stairwell and there's always some poor soul lying there covered with white cloth. Heavens, it's enough to make you wish yourself gone rather than keep watching such sorrow. So off I pop, toddled off looking for a place where there's still stories to hear, life to feel. And looky here, fate's led me straight to your door, dearie. Now, I'm no churchgoer, but in times like these, well, feels like heaven itself guided my steps. All right. Let me see the eyes. The eyes are like windows for light in the houses and the truth in people, but mine are dusty, the glass is cracked. Moss ate the curtains long ago. Don't look, dearie, there's nothing there. Oh my God. I can't even tell, bruh. I can't even tell. I can't even tell. They both got bloodshot eyes. But her shit look even worse. So that's what my life's amounted to. You don't believe me. You want to check? Well, here, take a look, see. I used to gaze into people's eyes too. This reminds me of the old days. I don't mind. What does it matter to me, dearie? I've wanted to see the end for a long time now. She was one. She was one. She was one. That girl, she could be one too, but she also might be a red herring. She might be a red, like, you know, a red herring. Whenever you have like a murder mystery plot, the red herring character is someone that is set up to look very suspicious, even though they're innocent. So it's like a distraction. But it was something about the eyes of that old lady though, bro. Like they were like the girls, hers were red, but the old ladies, hers was like demonic red. The girl just looked like she might be on some drugs or something. But I might need to kill her too. Let me get a stretch in, Lord. Woo. In fact, I gotta go pee. Hopefully, I'll come back as the real Chad Marco. Man, my thighs are so fucking sore. Oh boy. Ah, I went too hard in the gym this week. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just sore all over. Okay. Let's get a good stretch in. Oh, I took some vitamin C too. And some B12. I like how we're just sitting here with this dead body. Just chilling. It looks like Garfield with autism. That cat is ugly and retarded looking. Is this game, they have phone roulette. In our modern era, we have the internet to vent about our problems. That's true. I thought about that too. I thought about that. I was like, yeah, like this is like what we use the internet for now, like chat rooms. All right. I got my eye on that bitch, but I'm checking the basement first. All right, so this is the that look like cat food, bro. Just get the cat some regular food, bro. Maybe this is where we'll put the bodies later. All right. All right. So I already checked the eyes. The eyes are red. The teeth are clearly perfect. Let me check the armpits. Stare, sniff. What else? Oh my god, that looks gross. Something told me to check the armpits though, but she has hair under her arms. Enjoy it. I might regret this, but I'm gonna leave her be. I'm gonna leave her be. But I wonder, like, does the cat have some sort of power? Like, can he detect? Can he detect the, like, who's a killer, like who's a visitor, or something like that? Damn. Well, he just. Okay. All right, let's go to bed. Okay. Oh, the cat is still here. Like but you know, normally like at night I'm by myself, but the cat is here, so I don't feel as lonely. You see a human skull decorating a stake, still wearing a helmet. Its skin has been burnt black, and it looks like someone has yanked out his teeth. The head must have been out there all day. You can't shake the feeling that this grisly display is a threat, probably left behind by that creepy pale visitor. What the hell is that? You're looking at the ruin. Is that a borealis? Is that what it's called? You're looking at the ruins of your neighbor's house. A happy family lived there until recently. Not only a ghostly shell remains. A strange feeling overwhelms you, as if you knew this was coming. As if death was coming to that house, oh so very soon. A borealis. A borealis. What the hell is that shit called? Lord, man. I'm with FEMA. We're running a routine inspection in your neighborhood. Don't worry, it won't take long. When will you return the person you took? Return? Ah, so our team's already been here. After screening, there's a mandatory quarantine period. They'll be staying with us for a while. After that, they'll be sent back for the quarantine zone. If there's no other way, don't worry. The procedures are demanding, yes, but we allow them the time to test. Once the tests are done, we'll tell you what to do next. They took the girl. If you are unable to immediately oh Lord, receive one FEMA notice. So you're still holed up in here, I see. What did you think of that guy, the one in the suit? He's just doing his job. Times are rough lately. Just one thing after another, am I right? Maybe the suits will restore order, or should we take matters into our own hands? I'm doing what I can. And what exactly can you do? Can you ward off death, stop the floods, the fires, the decay? The only thing you can stop is a heartbeat. Listen, you alone? I'm not alone. Still scrambling to survive in this new world, are we? Why? Dogs rule the world now, and only dogs survive here. You understand what I mean, yes? Things will never go back to the way they were. Life changed. You're falling out of rhythm. Next time we meet, things will be interesting. You know what's fucked up about this game, though, bruh? It's like FEMA is the worst damn thing. FEMA is more of a threat than anything else because they keep taking people away from me. Like, by the time I identify somebody's being safe, FEMA comes to take them away. Take somebody that's a monster, nigga. Dude, FEMA is worse than the visitors because all they do is go around taking people. When you can have enough people in the house to at least be somewhat safe, man, fuck FEMA. It's always the government that's the worst. The government is always the worst problem to deal with. If aliens invaded right now, the government is still gonna be the #1 problem, bro. Wonderful, the cat's with you. What to do with the one who brought it is for you to decide. Why'd you ask me to let someone with a cat into my home? A powerful entity awaits the cat's approach. It is thanks to she that my eyes reach far, but even I do not see all. One thing is yet clear, though. Something wicked this way comes. You cannot halt it. Perhaps they'll mention it on the radio. Will you listen? What's going to happen? I can't say more. I've already said too much. Treat this as advice if you wish, but for 2 days yonder, testing pretends doom. When I first came here, I felt something strange. Now the feeling has subsided somewhat. I think we're on the right path. I hope to see you again soon. He said testing is doom, so I shouldn't test somebody 2 days from now. For your arrest delivery here, how'd you become a delivery guy? Just past the screenings, they checked all the signs, decided I'm human, and oh, you mean how I ended up still working in the middle of an apocalypse? Well, what else was I supposed to do? Sit at home and rot? At least out here I can distract myself and not think about this whole shit show. Besides, my family's far away. I'm not from around here. I only came to study at the local university. I'm on my own. Being alone isn't that bad. Yeah, sure. You're surrounded by other people in your house, so that's easy for you to say. All right, I've got an order here to deliver. All right. Have a good night. I got the kombucha. Enough. Stop fidgeting and stand still. All right. I remember her. I'm going to just let them in because it's a certain safety that you have in numbers, even if somebody is a killer. Okay. Come on, get a move on. Pick your spot. We'll be out of here by tomorrow, I promise. Yeah, after you murder everybody. Hey, hello. I guess if that's better, is this like your place? I mean, your house, sir? Yeah, it's mine. So, can I come in then, or are you just gonna leave me out here? I couldn't find a basement or any other decent hiding spot, so here I am. Where are your parents? Hell if I know. Home, probably. Where else would they be? Or maybe they're visitors now. What kind of suit them? My mom loves sunbathing too, so yeah, that's another fun possibility. Whatever, I'm here, aren't I? And I could use a roof over my head. You're really gonna leave a kid out here under the burning sun with visitors around? Damn, bro. Let me think. What? So who's left? I got the crazy girl and I got the woman and her kid. Now, more than likely, the woman and her kid, like they're together. But if they die, they probably die together. Like it's not gonna be like a separate event. I'm just gonna let them in, man. No way. Whoa, you even got carpet, sweet, but whatever. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it, but there's a certain safety in numbers in this game. But like that same safety is also your danger. Okay. Emergency broadcast. Wildfires are now sweeping across forested regions. Experts believe abnormally high solar activity is to blame. While the full scale of the disaster remains unclear, fire crews from nearby cities have been deployed to contain the blaze. Despite the fires, visitors continue to terrorize the nation. FEMA has announced a new identifying sign to aid the public in their fight against the visitors. Our film photography. Dark patches appear on a captured image is a strong indicator that the subject may be a visitor. Okay. I don't know what the hell that is, but let's go with it. A word from our sponsors. Each day, spotting visitors is getting harder and harder. Signs aid to search, but did you ever find yourself wanting a foolproof way? Introducing our new revolutionary aura-sensitive photographic film. It exposes the soul's energy, allowing you at home to discern a human from a hostile visitor. Take a photo, and if you see a black patches, you found a visitor. Now, a word from our sponsors. Energeca. The heat won't stop you. Feel the drive. With Energeca, you're alive. Wow, an invigorating energy drink that quenches your thirst faster and more effectively than water. Now available from Forest Delivery. Order at 531-041. Yeah, because the number changes every time. Okay. All right. So my energy level went down. So I think that the boost you get from various events and items might be temporary. Let me use the radio first. Dispatch, check quarantine status. Unit 328 reporting code 60. Mass civilian casualties. Officers down. This is 28-8 code 451 requesting burn team for body disposal. Acknowledge. Initiating code 984. The city is cordoned off pending investigation. Stand by for reinforcements. If you think about it, if you manage to get, let's say, 4 people in a house and you check everybody, like you know that everybody is good, right? And then you say, okay, I'm not letting anybody else in the house. You're good. But then what's the problem? FEMA. At that point, it's only FEMA getting in your way, because now the Pale Man, he is going to break into your house to kill you. And the visitors can only come in if you allow them in. So that's what I'm saying. Is FEMA is actually like the worst part of this whole problem. Like, they're making it worse for people trying to survive. They're not making it better. Let me go ahead and save right now. We're getting kind of deep into this. Back when life was simple and the future was worth looking forward to, why is this game so relatable? Man, you're right too. Even though our reality isn't as bad as what's going on in this game, I think a lot of people feel that way. Like, life is just getting worse and worse. Like, we don't really look forward to the future in terms of hoping that things are going to get better. I feel like, and I'm sure a lot of people agree, but Western civilization is headed towards like some sort of a major collapse or either World War III. Basically, like, I think a lot of people get the feeling that something really bad is about to happen in the world in the coming years. That things are going to get a lot worse before they start to get better. Nope, there's that girl. Hand over a FEMA notice. Are you even human? And you? What is left in you? What is make me more worse? I don't know. I trust her. Okay, that's the little family. And then, is that girl in the basement? No, she wouldn't be in the basement. She's in the kitchen. Okay. All right. Okay. You got stockpiles of food. Damn, is that potatoes? Or rocks? I'm not sure. In my house, we actually have quite a bit of food stored away, like bags of rice and canned goods. Like a ton of it, actually. Well, I don't want to say a ton, but if something went down, we would have food to eat. I'll just put it like that. I never thought of it because I was just used to having like all those canned foods in the house since I was a kid. But as I got older, I realized that my mom, she was kind of like collecting that stuff over time and building up like a little store of food just in case something happened. Okay, so of course that's not gonna work. For rest, I don't think I can get in contact with them right now. It'll be too soon. Okay. Phone roulette. I don't know if this is gonna be worth it, but let's see. Damn. All right. They were boring anyway. All right, let's interrogate the girl. I'm sick of all this. Why are you out there on your own? Well, home was cramped, loud as hell, zero comfort. I wanted out, wanted to see the world. So yeah, I grabbed a backpack and a couple sodas, some snack bars, and this old friendship bracelet I made back in school. and I left. Parents probably didn't even notice, not that I care. Since then, I just wander around, crash wherever I can, and honestly, been fine so far. At least nobody's on my back, and I'm my own damn boss. Okay. Hurry up and get it over with, old man. Photo. If you're planning on sending this photo somewhere to help my parents track me down, you can fuck right off. All right, that's not bad, right? Well, show me. That's not bad, right? That's okay. I'm not sure, man. I swear that creepy ass bitch. She lucky she got hairy armpits. All right, let me check these two. It's stuffy in here. Oh, he's tired. That's a boy? Like me, he's shy around new people too, so he's being extra clingy. Kids struggle to handle stuff like this. They might not complain, but you can see it written on their faces. Sometimes I feel like it's my fault for dragging them into all this, but it's too late to change any of that now. Okay. Photo. That looked better than the girls, actually. Hold up, though. Let me check this girl again. Because she had, like, spots on hers. Let me check the eyes. And she got red eyes, too. You son of a bitch. Oh, no! Oh, no! But you know what? You know what? I gotta be honest. I just saved. You know what? I just saved. So I know. That saves scummy. That saves scummy, but it's fair. Okay. I don't know. Maybe petting the cat does something. Oh yeah, I forgot. I better talk to the. I better still talk to him because that's how you advance the conversation. But yeah, she was good. Damn, my bad. Damn. All right. Okay. All right, let me check the eyes here. All right, eyes seem normal. Um, Armpits shaved. Okay, it ran out of deodorant years ago, a while ago. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think we're good to go. But I guess you might as well, you know, use up all your energy instead of wasting it. So I'm gonna check again. Let's see the teeth. Oh, this is a perfect teeth though. I just didn't have the time, but now I regret that. I could just shoot her to be honest, and then load it back up. Let me just shoot her and load it back up. Fuck it. Okay. That's really the easiest thing to do. If you just saved, if you just say, you might as well just shoot him and then just see. You ain't got to ask all these goddamn questions, bro. You got to give yourself a little bit of an advantage here. All right. I still want to advance the conversations here, though. Okay. Snack bars, huh? Let me make sure I do everything. Are you even human, bro? I swear. But I'm not gonna lie, like you meet homeless people who are very similar to that weird lady. Like she really not that unusual if you ever ran into homeless people. Why would you even want to call FEMA, man? People have been saying that for thousands of years, bro. Welcome to getting old. It's not about the gym. I used to overwork my body, but as you age, it gets worse. Well, you know, I haven't really felt too bad in terms of like physical decay or anything like that. I just think I was really pushing it. I was really pushing it, but I know that it's on the way. It's on the way. But really, I feel like I'm in the best shape of my life, or at least close to it. I ain't that fucked up yet. But see, what happened this time, you know, I went to go see him. I went to see him at the movie theater. And you know, him is about football players. And just seeing how hard they were working out, when I left the movie theater, I went right to the gym. And I was going to fucking, you know, sometimes I see stuff like that and it kind of inspires me to get it in. And so I left the movie theater, went right to the gym, worked out. Then I went back to the gym this afternoon. So I was really just getting it in. The music kind of changed a little bit. Damn, it's on fire. The city's on fire. Why, hello there, dear boy. Do you know me? Of course I know who you are. The mycelium told me. Its way of speaking is tricky, but I've learned how to make sense of the signals they send. Oh, yes. So listen close, dear boy. We've got a lot of work to do and not much time to do it. Mycelium? Yes, yes. I know it's hard for ordinary folks to understand. They speak in their own strange way. Mycelium is how mushrooms talk to one another. I learned to hear them by studying the Book of Smiles, but what they told me last, well, let's say it's not good. They spoke of the mushroom festival drawing near and that, my dear boy, it's no good at all. No, no, no. The mushroom festival. Oh no, my dear boy, we must consult the Book of Smiles for that. A great mushroom up shall rise and scatter its spores far and wide. Its shadows shall spread and swallow the sun, and not a single place will be spared the fun. But its mushroom shall not rise alone, for it's a festival, it is known. Golly, we can't allow that happen. We must stop it together, my boy. I tore some pages from the Book of Smiles. Please take them. They'll tell you what to do. All right, I'll take some of them. That's a good idea. Give them a read when you have a quiet moment, won't you? Now then, I must be off. I'll be back once you've got everything sorted, so get a wiggle on. I bid you good day, good health, great joy, and plenty of smiles, my dear boy. Toodaloo. Looks like no one else is coming tonight. Yeah, well, everything should be good. Nobody is a killer. So who do we have? We have the girl, we have the runaway girl, the weird bitch, and the mom and her son. Today the world was built anew, and in the basement mushroom grew. It towered high, and time is nigh to eat it whole if one would try. I better pay attention to this, because this might be like some cryptic shit, man. They might be trying to tell me something. Today the world was built anew, and in the basement mushroom grew. It towered high, and time is nigh to eat it whole if one would try. To welcome guests is not for strong. The mushroom stands tall and long, Under tree of apple can you rest. She'll feed you with her sweet fruits best. 3. The day will come when one must kneel before the mushroom's mighty peel. While on the clock, the hand shall climb. Make haste, my friend, there is no time. I don't know what the fuck they're trying to tell me with this. We interrupt this program with breaking news. Reports of civil unrest are coming in from a neighboring city. Due to unresolved circumstances, FEMA forces have sealed off the area. Please remain in your home, stay where you are, and we'll await further instructions. And remember, support FEMA and join the fight against the visitors. That's the latest for now. Next up, some ads. Up next, a special report on the nature of the visitors. What are the visitors? Ghosts? Creatures from the deep underground? No, this is neither a sci-fi novel nor a cheap headline. This is our new reality. Rumors continue to swirl about the visitors' true origin. Are they aliens, the walking dead, a lab experiment gone wrong? According to authorities, these are all just baseless theories. Studies show that a visitor is a human who has come into contact with an undetermined biological agent. Methods of transmission remains unknown, and FEMA urges everyone to stay alert for the signs of visitors. If you believe you've been exposed or unsure whether you might be a visitor, call the FEMA hotline. Okay, that's the latest for now. Stay tuned. Even the hardest workers need a break. With Marlboro cigarettes, you can take a deep breath and truly unwind. Marlboro cigarettes for real men. Disclaimer, the company is not liable for any harm that may occur to lungs over lifespan. Consume at your own risk. Now available through Forest Food Delivery. Okay. Okay. Oh, this music is kind of peaceful right now. I never checked out the window last night either, bro. That was fuck up on my part. It's not as grumpy as you first thought. It looks like it's starting to get used to you. Oh, I'm a cat guy now. Hey, I got a cat. I got a cat. I got a cat. Those cats, man, they'll claw your eyeballs out. You gotta be careful. They can be hostile. Man, all I want is kombucha. 531041. Oh, damn, I knew it. I knew it. Damn. That's nasty. She needs to go. Look, if they're good, they're good. Even if they smell bad, I gotta keep them. The government would probably lock us all in our homes and say they were not allowed out if aliens invaded, which just makes it easier for aliens to take us out and for them to just take control of the situation. You know, problem, action, solution. Anytime a problem comes up, it gives the government the opportunity to create a solution that benefits them. Like after 9/11. Let me check the basement again. Mushroom. 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 What if it's, but didn't the news report imply that the mushrooms are what's turning people into the visitors? So maybe I just shouldn't even bother with the mushroom in the first place. Marco is just cheating at this point. I mean, it's not really cheating though, because they give you limited saves for that very reason. But if you just happen to save, you might as well take advantage of it, you know? And it's only going to help you so much because it'll only help you based on that day right there. But the further you get away from that day, then you can't really afford to do stuff like that anymore. But if you just saved, then you can just walk around with the shotgun to see who is walk around and shoot people in the face to see who is and who isn't a visitor. It's fair game, bro. That's Save Scumming 101. If you female officers are shooting anyone that tries to leave, why am I not surprised? I don't know what's going on. I just want to get out of here. Someone please. But honestly, that's why I've always said, I think in survival horror games, especially, having limited saves is the best. Not no saves, but limited saves. Because it does give the player a lot of opportunity to save scum. So I had to take that chance because this game limits your saves very, like, it limits your saves a lot. As opposed to a game where you can just walk around, you see a potential threat, save, engage with it, fuck up, load, try again, and just play the whole game like that. Where's the mom? I mean, the kid. It's so stuffy in here. Didn't you have a kid with you? He's still around. Probably just wandered off somewhere. I need to know where my other kids went. Do you have a phone? I could call their father. That way I don't have to see his ugly mug again. Okay. Where's that kid, bro? I'm sick of all this. Somehow I sneak into stairwells, sheds, or just sleep under a tree. Hid from the heat under any roof I could find. Ate whatever I could. Some greens growing wild or a candy bar I swiped from a store. What's with that look? Yeah, I stole. Big deal. How else am I supposed to survive? Nobody's gonna hire me, so whatever. What now? Think I really steal anything from you? Please. What? Is this some kind of interrogation? Drop it. Seriously. Where's her son at? See, now we got some suspicious shit going on. I need to check myself. Okay. All right. Dad, I had to check my damn self, huh? But if it's an infectious disease, that makes it a bit scary. Where is that kid? Who sent you here? You did what needed. Why know about the rest? Fine. Someone sent me, but didn't say what next. Yo, where did the kid go? Is he in the basement? Where did the kid go? Bruh, you need to watch your goddamn kids, bro. You got a kid walking around the house, and I can't. Or maybe he went outside. Hopefully, he went outside and got turned to a piece of fucking burnt toast. I might get $200 from a PE YouTuber for getting below 220 pounds, about 226 something now. What? Wait, so he's giving out money to people who lose weight? Damn. Oh no, it's him. That movie with one of the Wayans brothers. What was up with all the symbolism in that movie? I thought it was just about football. I'm gonna do a review for him this week. In fact, what time is it? I might record it tonight before I go to sleep. But I'm gonna just spoil it a bit. It's not just about football. It's about how entertainers and athletes, the whole idea that they sell their soul in order to have success, like that's really what the movie is about. So a lot of that symbolism, like the exoteric, demonic, ritualistic symbolism that you kind of saw in the promotional ads and the trailers, that's what it's about. It's about basically how, again, the idea that athletes and entertainers, celebrities, actors, that they have to sell their soul in order to gain the success that they have. And so Marlon's character is like the GOAT football player with 8 championships, and he's taking this young football player who's trying to make it into the league under his wing. And so he's taking him to his house to train with him for a week. And during this week, the younger player, he's basically learning what it takes or what it took for his idol, which is Marlon's character, to achieve the level of success that he has. And it ain't just hard work. I'll put it like that. It ain't just hard work. But I would say overall, it was a good movie, but I feel like one thing you'll hear me talk about in the review is that the way they kind of go into the satanic rituals and sacrifices, it's all surface level. Like they don't, like, to me, they don't really do a good job of illustrating those ideas in the movie. It's so surface level. Like, it's basic bitch shit. Like the type, like the type of stuff you would find in some 5-minute video about the Illuminati on YouTube. They didn't really even go deep into devil worship, rituals, and all. It's, again, surface level. That's the bad thing about it. I thought the scariest stuff about the movie to me was just, basically having this like a fucking brain damaged aging jealous athlete grooming you and having to go through his crazy training regimen. To me, that's the scariest part. I need to test you. Let me see them hands. Damn. All right. While I got the energy, I might as well. Her teeth were like really clean, right? Yeah. Yeah, I already checked the teeth. I'm gonna check her eyes again then. Okay. All right, let's do it. I knew the mushroom would spawn in the basement according to the Book of Smiles. Yeah, I thought about that too. When they started talking about mushrooms, I was like, here we go. All right, cat, watch my back. I'm sorry to bother you, but do you have a moment? I just feel so awful. Could I maybe talk to you? What happened? I just wanted to provide a little hope for kids who've been abandoned. I took in those they call tainted, any child they fear might be a visitor. We lived together in the old kindergarten building. They just needed someone to care for them, to love them. I did my best, but it wasn't enough. I couldn't save them. What happened to the children? They all died in the flames. The other townsfolk did it. They were terrified the children might actually be visitors. They forced me to watch. First they locked the doors, nailed the windows shut, then they set the building on fire. I can still feel their terrified little eyes watching me. Do I let her in? Do I? But really, at this point, I'm not even tripping over who I let in and did, because. But I mean, we're good right now. We're good because we have 2 safe people. So I'm not in danger of the Pale Man. But if FEMA comes, they could take someone. But if I let her in, then at least I know, okay, well, she did it. But then I'm down to 1 person instead of 2. All right. Come in. I know there's something I can do to bring them back, but thank you for listening and for letting me in. Oh, let me look out the window. On the path stands a man armed with an assault rifle. He looks completely insane. His jacket is covered with torn out teeth, eyes, and who knows what else. It's hard to make out from here. What if they're trophies? What if he kills not for defense, but for sport? Whatever the case, you hope you're not his enemy. A group of evicted stand by your neighbor's ruined house. They are in shock, whispering among themselves. They likely want to shelter there, but is there any place left to hide from all this? Any place in the world? Okay. Dude, yo, this guy look crazy. Hey, pal. Listen, I'm kind of knee deep in shit right now. Mind if I sort of lay low here for a bit? What happened? Where do I even start? I'm a cabbie, right? So I was driving his passenger and then, well, you know how it goes. Turns out he wasn't who he said he was. Now he's not here and neither is my car. What happened to your car? Those damn FEMA asshats jacked my ride. So I was driving this fare, right? But I noticed his teeth were too white, way too white, you know? So I kind of snuck him over to FEMA and they weren't exactly going to let him skedaddle. At first, they praised me like, good job, citizen, help you, help us help you, yada, yada. But then jackasses dragged me away from the car. It turns out they wanted me in the slammer too. So I kind of cracked one of them with a bottle I had sort of stashed in my coat and I legged it. You should leave. Don't do me like this. I panicked, sure, but it ain't no reason to shut me out, you know? Damn it. You're no better than those FEMA fuckers. Hope you ride. Yeah, fuck you too, bitch. Oh, no, bro. You got to go. You got to go. You got to go, bro. You got to go. You got to go. I ain't even gonna listen, bro. You got to go. What you got? What you got? You got to go, bro. You got to go, bro. Fuck out of here with that shit. Nah, bro. You gonna come over here look like Golem? Look like Gollum from damn Lord of the Rings? Man, you don't get your stupid ass out of here. This is the news. We bring you an important update. New details have emerged regarding a recent incident that unfolded in the city. It seems one of the city's quarantine zones came under attack from an armed individual. The suspect's motives remain unclear at this time, and it's unknown if the attacker had any accomplices. Notably, several unverified individuals also escaped the quarantine zone. Silence is the harbinger of death, a sinister quiet that drains the soul, but worse than the emptiness is the ringing. A distant funeral quail growing ever louder. The bell tolls for us all, filling our ears with endless din, filthy thoughts caught in a web of wax, an infernal nest where visitors thrive, tangled deep in sticky sustenance. Sir, I don't know what that is. Up next, a special report on the temporary suspension of court's disposal. Today's incident has sparked numerous theories. Some reports describe a lone shooter, while others mention an armed group dressed in hooded clothing. However, the city's greatest challenge may still lie ahead. Due to the lockdown measures imposed, court's disposal in surrounding areas has been temporarily suspended. Residential inspections, however, will continue as scheduled. If you are able to cremate the deceased, do so immediately. If not, please wait until the situation is resolved before surrendering any accumulated remains. That's the latest for now. Stay tuned. Okay. Man, you're still playing. Cool. Yep, we're still here. So that means there's a possibility of you becoming a visitor. I think so. But maybe I've been a visitor the whole time. I'm in here just killing motherfuckers with a shotgun. That new football horror movie. Yes. Yes. I went to watch it yesterday night. I hear it was booty. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I would say it was, to me, it was kind of good, but again, man, it's like there are some very bizarre things that happen in that movie, and I think it hurts the movie more than it helps it, because I think the basic premise of someone like a young athlete being groomed by older but psychotic and jealous, possibly brain damage of football player, that in of itself is like, that's scary by itself. You know, I found that the more bizarre that it got, those moments just didn't really hit the mark for me. So they are admitting they do satanic rituals to achieve success. They are not even hiding it at this point. But this is the thing that you got to remember, though. Sometimes what you want to do is control the narrative. So with a movie like that, you give people a little bit of the knowledge, but not a lot. And so it's almost like it's a distraction. Because just like you said, you feel like, oh, they're just admitting it now, but they're only admitting to part of it. And that's why I said the satanic ritual parts of the movie is surface level, bro. Guys, the Illuminati controls everything. Look. When you start talking about secrets, like you guys, you got to do research on secret societies, bro. Because that's what I've been looking into recently. Like, some of the things that I've learned have been bizarre. Like, did you know that George Washington, the first president of the United States, was a Freemason? George Washington was a part of one of those secret society clubs. The first president of the United States. Is that a coincidence? And I forgot the exact number, but several of the people who signed the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, they were Freemasons. Like something like 33% of them. A lot of the people under George Washington were Freemasons. This is facts. You can look it up right now. George Bush Sr., when he got sworn into the presidency, he did it on a Freemason Bible. George Washington got sworn in on a Freemason Bible, just like George Bush Sr. So, you know, I get it. You know, the Illuminati controls everything, but there is some truth to that. But you got to start doing research and digging into it. But the first president of the United States was literally a Freemason. Like, it's documented, it's facts, it ain't no bullshit. Let me check this radio. It wasn't human. Damn. Man, all the radio broadcasts have been whack recently, dog. Okay, that's the older lady that I just let into the building. That's the weird girl right there. So I think everybody's still alive. If anybody's dead, I know who did it. Okay. Oh, I chose right. I chose correctly. For the first time in my life. I think I did anyway. She might go ballistic later. Okay. Would you like to place an order? One pack of cigarettes. What does cigarettes even do? I'm gonna get the cat food. I'm gonna get the cat food this time. But you know, when you start digging into secret societies and who controls the world, you find some interesting things. You know, now I haven't done the research on this one. It's just one of the things I kind of been hearing here and there. But I'm sure you guys have heard of how like rich bankers funded both sides in the Second World War. So it's like when you look at something like the Second World War, you look at it like, okay, well, it's this side against that side, when it's actually it's possible that it was a manipulated war where there was people at the top who were funding it to get the outcome that they desired in order to implement the change that they needed. But when you start to understand these things, you can see how a secret society group like the Illuminati or Freemasons or whatever, bankers, how they can control and manipulate events on a mass scale. Because if you think about it, a lot of it just comes down to who has the wealth and who has the power. If you have the wealth, you have the power. And we all know about rich bankers, the Federal Reserve. I mean, these people, they have the authority to just print money. So think about the power in that. I can just print money. So I can buy and own the NFL. I can own the NBA. I can own news channels and newspapers and big the biggest social media platforms. I can print money. I'm sick of all this. Why do you even care? I'll figure it out. Or what? Is it so hard for you to let me stay that I steal from you? Clog your shitter. Why you grilling me, huh? Oh, you're one of those creeps. Met another guy like you once. Talked real nice. Gave me a place to stay. We watched anime, movies, all that. Thought I finally found a decent person, but no. Then he tried to touch me. Freaking creep. Try anything and I swear I'll fight back. I'm not going to let anyone hurt me. My dad might be a total jerk, but at least he taught me how to fight. That's right. Back off. All right, Miss Kung Fu Brat. I'll leave you in the kitchen. I'm gonna talk to the crazy girl again. Until they come for me, what else I to do? I don't know. They tell me thing. Now I wait until tell me more. And who tells you what to do? Who are you waiting for? I'll say this too, though, about him. I don't think Marlon was the right pick for that role. I'm sorry. I know we love Marlon, especially in the black community. He was not the right guy for that role. Like when he was trying to go full psycho mode, and I could tell it won't hit for me, bro. Like he just doesn't have. To me, he doesn't have that range. I don't see it. Although that might be a hot take. Did you call your husband? Why should I? He just makes some excuse. He never lifted a finger. It was all on me. The kids, the house, the bills. Sometimes I think we were just tolerating each other, but he never left me for whatever reason. Maybe I was too convenient, or maybe he was just scared I'd gut him if he ever tried. God, I'm tired. Hey, here's the idea. Maybe you should call him. His number's... I'm not calling that dude. I'm gonna write the number down. I'm not calling that dude. Give him a piece of my mind. After all, they're his kids too. He should help look for them. Those poor children. Look, are you okay? I suppose. I don't know. I don't understand how grown, supposedly rational adults could let their emotions make them do such a thing. Were they really so terrified they would kill a child? People do the worst things nowadays. What could be worse than killing a defenseless child? It wasn't just one person. It was a crowd, a mob on their witch hunt. Hardship unmasked us. Perhaps we are the real monsters, not the creatures that crawl up from underground. Well, I agree with that. Let me see the eyes. Weird. Damn, she has some weird fucking eyes. Lord. Even now, I'm afraid to close my eyes. I know I'll see their faces again, helpless, burned, twisted with pain. All right, let me see the armpits. Ooh, the armpits kind of smooth, though. It's a force of habit, I guess. When you care for children, you get used to being careful about hygiene. Teaching them to wash their face, brush their teeth. Now there's no one left to teach. Okay. All right. So the eye test, sketchy. Armpit, she failed that. I'm going to check the teeth. Oh, damn. You need to get that fixed. White, almost perfect, except where they beat me. They tied me to a post, wanted me to watch. Well, I guess she could be one though, bro. She really could be one. Hand over a FEMA notice. Yeah, take this. Take this. I think she's one, bro. I should have shot her ass. I think she's one. I do. I think she's a visitor, bro. There are Masonic lodges in my town that this isn't that big of a deal. Now, see, when you start talking about secret societies, again, it's levels to it. Like, of course, you have the surface level of, oh, just Masonic. My dad, people told me that my dad is a Mason, but just because you are a Mason, that don't mean that you a Mason. It's so you gotta look at it like that too. It's not like you just become a Mason and now you know everything top to bottom. Because if you think about it, if you had this secret society club, but it was that exclusive to where nobody could barely get into it, that would make it even more suspicious. But when you have it sectioned off into different layers, like a pyramid, like, okay, the average people can get this far, but as you go higher up the pyramid, you can't penetrate those higher levels. That's the point. So of course there's going to be like a relatively easily accessible lower level. Oh boy, hello. We require more test subjects from you. The sooner we get them, the better. Bring back the ones you took. You're in no position to make demands. You've all done nothing but try to get in our way, and look where that's got us. We recently had to wipe out a visitor colony, a place that used to be my hometown. When are you going to get rid of the visitors? If it were that simple, there'd be no need for FEMA. Just let us do our job. We have the situation under control. But this time we'll need two. See, this is, bruh, I like this game, but this whole FEMA aspect is really just trying to force you into a corner, bro. I honestly don't respect this shit, because it doesn't matter how good you do at selecting people. FEMA is just gonna come, let me take one person, let me take two, and I'm not giving them back. Like, bruh, you're forcing the player into a corner. And I get it, you gotta have obstacles and shit, but this is just, it's so forced. The fact that they couldn't come up with another way to like eliminate people from your house is just, it's bad game design, bro. Cause this just feels like they're forcing it on you. Oh, I'm coming. Let me get two. Let me get three. Let me get all of them. Oh, Pale Man is here. Lord. No, I'm done. For fuck's sake, have it your way. That's what happens when stubborn assholes like you get in our way. Resistance will happen again. We care about this city. Just give us people. Fucking bullshit. Your house is perfect. I can feel it. Yes, and it's mine. That is correct. Death is everywhere. Some were burned, some dragged out and executed. And see, really what they're doing is they're forcing you into a situation where you have to let somebody in order to protect yourself from the impalement after you've identified safe people. It's so stupid, bro. Death's taking a liking to you, yes. You look like some kind of cultist freak. Perhaps I do. Is that such a bad thing? This is my shroud. There will be need of it once I die. This way, there's no need to find cloth to wrap our dead. We don't believe in salvation, not unless it comes from death herself. She's already near. We're simply helping her cross the threshold. So what is it you want? We must perform the burial rites in ways anew. Your house is perfect for it. Yes, death's influence is strong here. What's been happening here anyway? In any case, let my brothers trespass here. Protect them. They must survive long enough to complete their task. Sounds like a tall order. It is a tall order. The road to higher purpose is never one easily traveled. Do you not long for peace, a world where no one is a burden to any other? Watch over my people and remember if one of them dies, your house will be reduced to nothing. Alas, there is no other way. Then I'll just shoot you all. You think we few are all that carry the torch of our faith? Others will come while you sleep. They'll douse the walls in gasoline and strike a match. Even if you survive the blaze, your house will be gone. Where will you run? So perhaps let them stay. Yes, I doubt it shall take very long. I swear, bro. Like, this shit just get crazier and crazier. He basically said, if you don't let my friends in, we're gonna burn your house down. Bruh, you did not have to go on this like pseudo religious rant about the fucking all this exoteric bullshit just to tell me that. All you had to say was, look, you let my friends in or I'll burn the house down. I got you. Bruh, keeping your distance, huh? Good, that improves your odds of survival, unless you were a visitor. Why aren't you indoors? This isn't a damn game. Some people pity the visitors, think they can, I don't know, get better. A couple days pass, they butcher everyone in the house, then they run off and do it all again. No justice. I don't hide. I am justice. I bring order. What's with the gear? Is that supposed to make you a visitor proof? Visitor proof? Oh, you mean this necklace? That's a good term. I have to start using that. It's a reminder so I don't forget how many houses and how many towns I've purged. I pull a single tooth from every visitor, from each visitor. They're the easiest trophies to take. And if one really leaves an impression on me, I might take something else. So why are you here? Hold it. You already asked your questions. Now I'll ask mine. Anything going on in this neighborhood? Any threats I should keep an eye out for? FEMA's been taking people, no clue if they're coming back. They know what they're doing. They've got their ways of spotting visitor signs. Why would you bring them up? Suspicious. I've got someone I need to check on. I'll be back later. You piqued my interest. Okay. Delivery here. Oh, yeah. You look kind of down. My coworker got taken by FEMA. Morning check, same as always. They noticed his eyes, red, goddammit, and that was it. They hauled him off. Now I don't even know what happened to him or if they'll ever let him out. And what if my eyes go red from the lack of sleep? They're gonna drag me off to one of those fucking quarantine zones too? You'll be fine. Fine. What's fine even mean in the middle of a cataclysm? All these visitors, the signs, and the damn sun. I thought it couldn't get worse, but every day it just gets crazier. Next thing you know, they'll say public hairs a sign of being, pubic hair is a sign of being a visitor, and the world to go even more batshit. All right, I got to get a move on. Take your order, and I'll be on my way. Okay. Have a good night. All right. Hello, you have a beautiful home here. It's much quieter out here in the city. Everything screams. I was hoping I might be able to impose upon you. What's so beautiful about this place? The silence, the emptiness is so still out here. I shiver even caught in the frantic city's heat. A fever trapped, the streets no longer cool as the night falls. I'd be a shiver either way. Alas, it's the rot, you see. Each morning I wake, I lie and wonder if I'll live to see the next. A tale like mine is best swallowed in one foul gulp. I don't belong in a panic where life struggles against the current. Should we cut off your... Oh, he has gangrene. Do you think that would help alleviate the sepsis? No, I do not need such kindness. Somehow I feel the inevitable is accepted readily here. That's why I came. Here I would pass into and merge with that final unknowable world, and I would go gently. Bro got gangrene. But, you know, we don't have a lot of people in here, so fuck it. Oh, the cultists is already. The cultists came in already, bruh. The cultist is in the house already. I didn't even realize that. Okay. Fuck it. Just go, man. I'll wait for death to gather me in her soft embrace. I'll find some shade somewhere, but please don't cast my body aside once my time comes. Okay. Well, let's see. You are watching the news. FEMA is currently assisting victims of the quarantine zone attack. Due to overcrowding in existing facilities, the agency has made the following decision. Evacuated residents will be temporarily housed in buildings on the outskirts of the city. Fortunately, local homeowners are cooperating with FEMA and have offered shelter. As of this report, only a portion of the escaped individuals have been located. Thankfully, a new identifier has been announced by officials earlier today. Bleeding gums. If an individual showing this condition comes to your door, do not engage. Wait for a scheduled FEMA patrol and report the suspect to the relevant authorities. And remember, stay where you are and await further instructions. The visitors aren't just hiding among us, they may be infiltrating our very thoughts. Multiple cities are now reporting outbreaks of organized cult activity. Charges against them include ritual sacrifice, worship of an unknown deity, and possible ties to visitors themselves. According to these reports, the cult has taken a public stand against FEMA. What began as harmless evangelizing has now escalated into direct action. Some experts believe that the cult may even be responsible for the recent violent incidents in the city. Viewers are urged to avoid contact with these so-called new believers. Aiding or sympathizing with any cultist may result in arrest or criminal charges. That's the latest for now. Stay tuned. Oh, God. That cat spooked the hell out of me. Bruh, this dude, bruh, come on, bruh. Come on, dog. Hardships unmask us is not even monsters we should be worried about. Another relatable quote, yes. None of these quotes are relatable. I agree, though. They're relatable, for sure. Maybe platitudes, but they are relatable. Your dad is a Mason? The fuck? That's what I heard. Don't put that shit on me. I heard that from the streets. I heard, but like Clear said, on the lower level, it's not a big deal. You can go to the Freemason website right now. Like, they accept people into it. So, but but the point is that just because you can enter the lower level doesn't mean that you can penetrate the higher levels. That's because really having a lower level that's easily accessible, it makes it less suspicious. But only certain people will be able to rise through the ranks. At least, you know, based on the conspiracy wacko shit that I researched. Deadbeat mom's husband. Well, I don't think it matters at this point. Okay, I got cat food though. Feed the cat some canned food. You have a strange feeling you can sleep peacefully tonight. It feels like your furry friend has shared some of his lies with you to say thanks. Who knows, maybe death will pass your home by tonight. So the cat protects you somehow. All right. But I can only save with the kombucha, but say so oh wait, so you can save by just quit. Then what's with the kombucha then? Hold on, let me make sure let me make sure this shit saved, bro. Oh, I get it. So all right, so it's like with the kombucha, you can save and keep playing. And that allows you to basically like save scum. I get it. I get it. Okay. Yeah, yeah. So the way to saving, all right, I could have saved the whole time. So the way the saving works is kind of like Dark Souls, where any significant decision that you make is gonna get saved when you save. The only way to save scum is to have the kombucha. So if I kill somebody now, if I kill somebody now, then wait a minute. I could so wait. I could save. No, if so wait, then I could kill somebody, then quit to menu without saving. So I can save scum. What's the point of the kombucha then? I don't know, but I'm not gonna do that because that would kind of ruin the fun of the game. But I thought you just couldn't save without the kombucha, which honestly, I think if they gave you more kombucha, that'd probably be like better. But oh well. Yep, my man, I'm telling you, that's what I heard. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying I heard from the streets that my dad's amazing, man. People mask with religion to sound good and get their way. If you don't fall for it, they say okay, and it's time to get hostile. And then you know what? That's funny. It kind of reminds me of my dad too. My dad's a Freemason, but he's also like a hardcore like Christian zealot, like that type of guy. I don't know. But interesting enough, one of the rules of being a Freemason, I think, is that you have to believe in God. Like you have to have some sort of religious affiliation. Like they don't allow atheists to be Freemasons. The last time I checked the website, at least that's what I remember seeing. That's what I remember. Oh man. But I hope you guys enjoyed that stream. I had a good time playing this game. I'm gonna keep playing it though. Obviously, we're not done. I feel like we've gotten too far to quit here. It's just it's getting late, and I need time to finish watching a movie and jack off. So I'm gonna continue this sometime during the week. But I like the game so far. It's pretty interesting. The worst thing about it though is just that FEMA mechanic because I feel like I said, it's kind of forcing the player into a corner. And of course, again, with games like this, you got to challenge the player. You can't let the player get too comfortable. But I just feel like there should have been a better mechanic to make that happen. Like maybe infighting in the house, even amongst like the people who are human, that would have been interesting. An interesting way to kind of make it more difficult. But FEMA just popping up and taking people that you know are safe, that's just whack. But hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will be back sometime this week. So, John.